open, no invite needed with juggalos. Been hyped this evening, feeding for music, more guests than topics. No drama, no bullshit, no fake news, no nonsense, no grim logic. Only fam knowledge and dropping the rawest of platforms and artists. Bought a house where you'll never see the bottle stop. The beef tigers off the leash, and if it's beef, you gotta see the final Bartleboss. The diamonds are raining, defining the greatness the carnival provides. Welcome to the Bartleboss House. Now get your ass inside.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bartleboss. And now, your host, Bartleboss.
Yo, what up, everyone? It's Bartleboss. It's Thursday night, and you're watching the Bartleboss Show. It is going to be a fresh-ass episode tonight. We got Isolated Beingz pulling up. They're going to be talking about their brand new album dropping this weekend, as well as the show that they're throwing this weekend. That's going to be absolutely fucking fire. Plus, we're just going to fucking bullshit and hang out like we always do, listen to some music, tell tales. If you guys got anything you want to talk about, don't hesitate to throw that shit in the comments. A whole bunch of people pulled up already. Shout out Bobby, the Lost Juggalo, Cryptic, Ecto Joe, Joshua Piles. I see Anthony LeBrun. Knowledge, my guest next week, which we have not announced yet, but Knowledge will be on next week. Hell yeah. And of course, our special guests, they're here. They're backstage. I do see them. Guys, if you're ready, throw me a thumbs up. Fuck yeah. Let me bring them on. We got Two-Face and Ruthless Rob of Isolated Beingz. Oh, I fucked up. Yo, what up, guys?
What's up? It's
Man.
boss time.
Happy to have you guys back. Oh, I hate that one. Let's fix it. Nope, that ain't it either. There we go. Happy to have you guys back on the fucking channel. It's been a grip since you guys have been on.
Yes. All right. There we go. What's going on, man?
Not much, just chilling. Super hype for your album release. We'll get into that in a little bit. Let's put the people on ice just a little bit here. Anthony Brun in chat says, fun facts, I liked every single track Isolated Beingz has ever put on all the album. I can't read. Put out on all the album. Unfortunately, they will hit the shit. Be one track I dislike off the newest album. Well, damn. Damn, bro.
Sorry, Tony.
He don't like the intro.
One out of like however many
16.
tracks y'all have is pretty good.
Well, the track that he doesn't like is not even us rapping. It's just it's like
it's
sample.
the tape. Is it the actual tape?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
No, it's not the actual tape. It's not the actual tape. It's just a bunch of special effects I got on YouTube and added them together and makes a crazy ass little intro.
Yeah, the real tape.
It's unsettling.
The real tape is like the real tape is probably like locked in some kind of fucking police vault or some shit.
Shit. Hell yeah, I do want to get into it more because I have no idea. I looked a little bit into it, but I figured the best way to do any of this is to ask you guys about it on here. But before we do any of that stuff, why don't you introduce yourself to the people that are in chat that don't know who you are, or anybody that might be pulling through after the fact that might not know who you are.
What up? I'm Two-Face of the Isolated Beingz, representing Baltimore, Maryland, putting it down, doing this wicked shit for a long time. And then my partner in crime, down at the bottom.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Rufus motherfucking Rob. If you don't know, now you know. If you did know, now you already did know, and all that good shit. But yeah, I'm Rufus Rob. Why is my shit like not sideways? What do I gotta do?
Turn your you're on a phone, I'm guessing. Just turn your phone. And it should flip. I'm not sure if it will or not. This is live. Let's see what chat says here. There it is. There he is.
There you go.
He's a wide boy now, like the rest of us. I've always been a wide boy. Anthony says, I did the research since Rob's post on Facebook. Hell yeah. I've been like I need to get around to do that, and then I never did because I'm a big old slacker, you know. Mid-South says, I'm guilty of meeting Rob at the gathering, knowing who Isolated Beings were for a long ass time, and yet I haven't heard a full album. What? Absolute.
We're on Spotify and YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Just Google a little.
Mid-South, I will personally take it upon myself to educate you in Isolated Beings. Because I found you guys about a year and a half, 2 years ago now, and I've been binging the fuck out of you guys ever since.
Yeah, we've been putting it down since 2007.
Hell yeah.
Probably started doing a lot of big shows around 2009, like putting it down with Twisted and ICP. And we've been doing our thing for a long time.
I remember like finding you guys and then finding out you're like right around the neck of the woods, and I'm like, holy shit! I love the local acts around here, of course, and yeah, I'll just make it more fresh up here in the Northeast. To be fair,
I'm having some technical.
Yeah, we hold it down.
You good, Rob? You good, Rob? We all see you. Shout outs to Scatterbrain, Grim Smiles in the chat, Ashhole pulling up as well. The homies, what up?
Is that good, everybody? Can y'all see me and shit?
Yeah, you look good, bro.
You're looking cute.
Good. Hell yeah. Man, ever since he bit me at that fucking show, man, I look at Rob different now.
Hey, it's a rite of passage. Sorry, yo.
Hell yeah,
you get your rabies. Get your rabies shot.
I've been hungering for raw meat ever since. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah.
It's a sign of endearment. A lot of people don't get it, but I'm glad you got it. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, it was hilarious. I was dying.
I've been bit way more. I've been bit and all type of shit.
Bro, I felt so bad at that show because I'm there standing with fucking Rob and Bloodlust, and they're acting you guys are young, wild, full of energy, and I'm there like I gotta fucking sit down, bro.
Well, I'm more like you. I'm chill. I don't really. I'm very introverted, so you won't see me doing. I let Rob do all the crazy shit. I just sit back.
Fuck yeah, man. Well, let's get into it a little bit here. While I try, chat. I promise I'll try not to forget about you tonight. But so we got an album dropping this Saturday called the Ledford Tapes. Tell me a little bit more about the album.
Well, this was all Two Face's idea. I ran with it and did my research, of course. Basically, the Ledford Tape is an old police file from back in the 70s. The Toolbox Killers. Was it Bittaker and Norris? I think their names were the Toolbox Killers.
Yeah.
Lawrence Bittaker and Roy Norris. Those were the two serial killers from the 70s, and they went on like a 5-month killing spree. Torturing females in their van and using various tools and shit. And so there was a recording of one of their victims called her name was Shirley Ledford, and it's a real like infamous like tape that was played in court during their trial and stuff like that. In fact, the lead prosecutor, lead investigator, or something like that, killed himself and committed suicide after hearing that tape. He ended up like it was like haunting him and shit, and he ended up fucking taking his own. So, and I thought it was a cool idea, you know what I'm saying? So I ran with it, and like I said, I researched and put my part on it, and put my touch on it.
It's more of a metaphor to the actual tape itself. Like the album is too hard to listen to, because it's so demonic, wicked.
It'll stick with you type thing.
Yes, that's what we were going for.
Clown Devil.
So it's not even about that, but it's more of the darker side. It's really showing what we got deep down, dark inside of us.
Hell yeah!
It's the actual Ledford Tape put into horrorcore form, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
that's what's up. Yeah, I saw the cover, and like I said, I did a little rudimentary fucking look into it, and I'm like, that's fresh. I wonder if it's gonna be like themed around serial killers and whatnot. Like I know a lot of times your albums have a theme or like an overarching idea. So
I feel like this one is a lot more. It's a lot harder. We 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 got a lot of inspiration from like Cryptid and Nate Money and shit.
hell yeah.
So and like City Morgue. So we definitely dabble in a lot of metal instrumentals.
Hell yeah. You guys have been doing a lot with Nate Money. Of course, Nate Money going to be at the show on Saturday. Another guy I love to see from Baltimore is Nate Money and Bloodlust, of course.
Hell yeah.
Honestly, without Nate Money and Bloodlust and those two guys, you know, they're actually giving us a platform. We're isolated for a reason. We're not welcome to many places, you know what I'm saying? Because Two-Face likes to get us kicked out of fucking venues and shit. And you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Nate Money, you know, he secured a home for us, if you will, at the Shamrock Inn, and that's where we get the you know, we have yet been banned from there. The owner's cool as fuck, and you know, I'm not gonna burn that one last bridge.
Hell yeah, man. We got to find you some new bridges, though. We got to find you a place up here in Pennsylvania so I can at least see you guys a little more often.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it's a little drive to Shamrock. I wish I could be there this weekend, but you know, obligations.
I'm sure there'll be like live feed and shit like that. You know, people are probably like doing some stuff.
I'm always keeping my eye out. I know there is always someone looking at you, Clown Devil Boy. There's always somebody that has up the fucking has the shows up. What up? I'm sorry, I'm not good at reading and talking at the same time.
Shout out to Cruel Hand Luke.
I miss Cruel Hand. What up, Cruel Hand? Fucking what's good, my guy? I feel like he's the guy I see at like the most consistently week to week. Always making himself known in the fucking chat, man. And I do appreciate
Cruel Hand Luke,
Yeah.
man. Represent fucking shout out to Killer Society. The
Fuck
homies.
yeah, man.
They're going to be featured on the album, actually.
Hell yeah.
They have a feature spot.
Let me throw something up for you guys. This is the cover of the album, of course. Super fucking fresh. We got the you know, the Ruthless Rob mask, of course. The ice pick and the toolbox here. Is there any like Easter eggs on the fucking cover that we should know about, or is it all just kind of
The mug shots? I believe it's when the killer was caught, when the toolbox murderers were caught. The date.
Yeah, the date on the mugshot where it says our names and shit.
hell yeah. But this is what I wanted to get to. You guys leaked this before the album officially, you know, got put out there. I saw this before anything besides the cover, and just this alone had me hype. Just because of, you know, not only the songs, the features. I'm super excited. It's 16 tracks. You've dropped 3 of them already.
Yes, we
Hell
dropped
yeah.
In My Toolbox, Murder Red Rum, and what else did we drop? Oh, Lucifer.
Which we got an amazing music video for Lucifer. Of course, you know, Two-Face, your face with the devil makeup on the thumbnail for that one is super fresh.
Hell yeah. I had a vision in my head to do it. I might be pulling it again at the show on Saturday.
Hell yeah. But you know, this isn't just a talk show. We're actually gonna peep out some of the stuff. So the first video we have up tonight is actually gonna be Lucifer.
Hell yeah.
So let me cue it up here. Anything you want to tell me about Lucifer? What made you guys decide to make this the first music video from the album?
I basically had an idea to be the devil, and it's so simple that we just shot it on a green screen in a white canvas.
Sure.
And so I knew we didn't really have to do much walking around or sightseeing to film this video. So I just kind of had that in my mind, and our dude Brain Dead showed out for it.
Oh yeah. Well, here it is. The first song of the night. We have all 3 tonight to peep out. If you guys have missed it, but it looks like a lot of the regulars are in the chat who probably have not missed it. But for anybody who's watching on the replay as well, and you Mid-South, keep your eyes open for this one. This is Isolated Beingz with Lucifer.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
They call me Lucifer, I'm here to do the devil's work. Tell me what your soul is worth as I'm bringing hell on earth.
They call me Lucifer, scream my motherfucking name. Get my pleasure from your pain as you're hanging from my chain. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer.
Knock your dick inside the dirt, wipe my asshole with your shirt. Fuck with me and blood gon' squirt, breaking local news alert. Through the darkness where I lurk, sneak into a fucking church. Only happy when you hurt, punching clocks I go to work. Suicidal with a smirk, get your stupid punk ass murked. Drunk my dick all on your skirt, drinking liquor, popping perks. Sick insane, I go berserk. Take your life, my knife inserts. Swing my pipe and snatch your purse. With all my might, my rage dispersed. Curse since birth, I walk this earth without no purpose. Do your worst, whip a hearse. Next get slit and throats get cut, bitch, bite the curb. Chew my dick till I bust a nut. Stick my ice pick in a slut. Slice and dice, I won't think twice to spill your blood and rip your guts out your chest. I must confess, I'm sick and stressed, manic depressed. Ruthless rob, I do this job and leave your living room a mess. Never blessed, I guess I'm lost. Hang your bitch ass on a cross. Body parts collecting moss. Lucifer, the fucking boss. They call me Lucifer, I'm here to do the devil's work. Tell me what your soul is worth as I'm bringing hell on earth.
They call me Lucifer, scream my motherfucking name. Get my pleasure from your pain as you're hanging from my chain. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. 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 Out comes the moon, murder it blooms into the tomb from out of the womb. Flesh is consumed, giving me gloom. Psychos and goons, our killers are groomed. Snuff out your wife, death and perfume. Hiding the bitch deep in the lagoon. I hear the loons, tripping on shrooms. I killed the witch that rides on the broom. Homicide coming to you soon. It's raining down like a blood monsoon. I cut you in the strips like old cartoons. I stick out my tongue and lick your wounds. But gas pops off like clown balloons. Wrap my blunts up big just like cocoons. Got a gang of zombies like army platoons. Nobody's immune, impending doom. Fire ignites and lights up the sky. No one survives, the wicked revives. The wicked was dead but we brought it alive. Out from the dirt, the zombies arrive. They walking among us, I'm down for the ride. If you're against us, you get crucified. Angels and demons as worlds collide. Time is to come for you to choose sides. The planet divided, it's crumbling fast. Children abducted and women harassed. Outside the window you see the forecast. Surrounded by flames and piles of trash. You see the devil in the way of your path. Horns on his head and a hand on his shaft. You cannot pass unless he can smash. And after he's done, it turns you into ash.
They call me Lucifer, I'm here to do the devil's work. Tell me what your soul is worth as I'm bringing hell on earth.
They call me Lucifer, scream my motherfucking name. Get my pleasure from your pain as you're hanging from my chain. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer. Lucifer, Lucifer, you can call me Lucifer.
There's a saying, when the devil ignores you, then you know you're doing something wrong. When the devil comes at you, maybe it's because you're trying to do something right.
Hell yeah.
Wicked Syndicate.
Gotta hit it with that Wicked Syndicate at the end. Fuck yeah. Man, I love that music video. There's something about the aesthetic. The black light on that, like, just was the perfect effect. Or whatever the effect was that made your faces like.
Yeah, you haven't seen Isolated Beingz perform yet, but we've pretty much changed up our act where we do a black light setting every time, and I paint my face into the glow paint and everything.
That sounds fresh.
And yeah,
I will say, like you guys said for the album, the song definitely has a little bit more of, you know, that heavy, hard horrorcore sound, like compared to some of your other albums and tracks. That song does just seem to hit just a little more heavy and a little darker.
yeah. I feel like we've kind of been growing and growing and growing. We're almost 20 years in the business. I mean,
Hell yeah.
and we're getting that dark influence. We really
Yeah,
dug deep for
it's
this
a
one.
it's a cool switch up, and bro, you guys killed it. Especially in that song, I feel like no hate to you, Rob, but fucking that second verse comes in so hard. With Two Face.
It took
Well,
me a long time to write that.
it was that kind of beat where you could either like double up your bars or just do the
Mhm.
full 16 like I did, and I went with the slower pace, and Two Face went with the faster
The
pace shit.
quicker one. I think
More time consuming.
I just favor the faster paced stuff, but I know
I
Rob, you can
mean,
also do that fast shit really well.
Oh yeah, no
I
doubt.
really look up to Rob. I really look up to Rob. So sometimes when I feel like I did a better job than him, I kind of
Mhm.
secretly just kind of go, yeah.
Do you guys kind of, compete when it comes to doing the album?
Only in my head. Only in my head.
He doesn't
Hell
let
yeah.
it again.
Does one of you usually finish your verse first? Do you guys usually work together when you're creating a song, or?
No, we just get a concept going and then follow through from there. Like sometimes he'll send me his lyrics and I kind of read them, but he doesn't flow what he flows in it. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
we're two different people, so I just kind of read them to make sure I don't kind of repeat what he says, and that's about it. Because we both have two totally different styles, so we usually don't write the same, but for some reason that works really well.
Yeah, I agree. Like, it's great when you get a duo act like that. I feel like, everybody talks ICP, but that is like the clearest example.
Yeah,
Because Jay and Shaggy, everybody's like Shaggy's the better rapper. Shaggy's the better rapper. I
he
agree.
has he
I
has a
think
different he
Jay's the
has a
better
different style,
at using words. Jay's the
but
better storyteller, and that's
he's a
like I
better
feel like
storyteller. Yes,
that dynamic
Sh-
definitely hits with you guys as well.
Shaggy, and you don't really hear Shaggy in all the albums, like or
Yeah.
all the tracks. I mean, like he picks his spots, and that's why you kind of want to hear more of him. I
Hell
love his "Fuck the Fuck Off" album. That was great.
yeah, I'm a huge everybody. I mean, there's no hate to Shaggy, but I'm a Jay. What's the word? Fucking stan 100%. Like, I love the goofy shit he does. And the goofier, the better. And I've always been, 100% Jay. But I mean, that's not to say I don't like Shaggy.
I love them both. I couldn't pick.
And I mean, there's a reason like half my wall back here is Jay. It's just like I feel like we've gotten Jay more. Was like Two Face was saying. Like Shaggy wasn't always in the front. You
Right.
know.
I miss the Pal cast.
Oh, I do too. I feel like it's just like not, the Shaggy Show's dope and all, and Manny's fresh, but like there was something about Keegan that like added to that show, and
Yeah,
it's
they
just
had I
missing.
think they had like a cool connection. They you know what I mean, they looked like, or it sounded like they were like, they were like homies for life, the way they talked to each other and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's
Right.
like they kind of click better, in my opinion.
Mid South Monsters asking the question.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Uh,
I
at,
told you I'm bad at missing chat sometimes.
well, at first he gave us props to the production and everything. The production is by Dizzy Dahmer, and he does the same stuff. He mixes down Ala Zulu, so you can tell why our stuff sounds really good. And then he said, "So is Rob doing solo work he a fairly recent thing, or have you guys always done solo work on the side?" Rob started before me,
Yeah, I
and
was a fan
then we
before.
formed Isolated Beingz like a few years afterwards. Rob's always been doing solo stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I know you both also have put out solo albums, not just Maggot Mouth. Rob, you have a handful of them. I know Two Face, you have a few of like
I
more.
got two, but
Yeah,
I don't really plan on like moving forward with solo stuff. I really want to focus on Isolated Beings now,
that's
like
what's up.
deep. I'm deep into it. Like
I was excited because, like, Maggot Mouth came out, and I was like, "This is fresh." I played the hell out of Maggot Mouth. I need something new. And as soon as I was starting to feel that way, y'all were like, "New Isolated Beings coming out," and I was like, "Hell yeah!" Um, But let's get back to talking about the album coming out. Let's throw up the
Oh
tracks.
pal, yeah.
Oh pal, yeah. Now we are seeing some familiar faces on here. Obviously, you did a track with Nate Money, working with Scum and Doc Gruesome, super fresh. Two iconic like horrorcore artists in our scene. Of course, we got the homies Killer Society. Is this the first time you guys are doing a track with as IB with Killer Society?
It is. Yep.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
You haven't even had him on a solo project, have you? This is like
No.
I think this is the first ever collaboration.
Man,
Well,
that
I
gets
got
me
them
excited.
on. I got them on some 66 Kill stuff, but that stuff hasn't even been released yet. But this is the first thing that's been released. As far as working with Killer Society, yeah.
It's one of our one of my personal favorite tracks too.
Hell yeah.
It's
No
a
brain,
bang.
no pain.
Pretty
So
much.
you
a
were
hook.
saying something, Rob? No.
No, I don't mind.
Sorry, we're just gonna time it that we talk at the same time. I'm bad at that, my guys. I'm bad. I'm really excited for Hotbox the Casket because I've heard a handful of Bleezy Poe since having him on the show, and I know he's your boy, and I'm just excited to hear another fresh Bleezy Poe track.
Little nephew.
Hell yeah!
Him and his brother.
Of course, we also got.
I think they're both.
Oh,
I think they're both getting better and better as they go along. They're learning their craft on this, like as you can see, we can watch them grow because they're so young still.
Hell yeah!
I'm excited to have them on the album.
I'm not familiar with Lil Sus. This would
He
probably be the
was
first
on
time I hear him.
he was on Maggot Mouth.
Oh, was he?
Was it the DJ Clay track?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rain of Bodies.
Raining Bodies, yeah.
That's the thing sometimes, man. When you don't know the feature, sometimes you overlook who they are. And then later on you go back and you're like, oh, that was that guy. Hell yeah. I know Bleezy was
kind
like
of
that.
Lil Sus kind of has a little bit of a Bones Dub vibe in a way.
Okay.
He's got like a laid back type flow. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with it hard.
And then we got Horror
track.
to the Core with Mad Max. Super fresh, working with Infect. They just dropped like the first Infect album in forever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which was super hype. What was it like working with Mad Max?
It's been a long time coming. I've bumped into him, at like different shows when I go out of state, like Shrunken Head Festival and stuff like that. I've bumped into him quite a few times on the road, at shows and festivals and stuff. And we've always talked about it. And we were just going down the line, like, who haven't we worked with yet? We really want to work with. And Mad Max just like popped up in my head, like, hey, we should get Max on one. It's been overdue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was super excited to see that one. I've been on a huge Mission Infect kick. The homie 4A2 has gotten me, into all of them. I've been listening to a lot of Dirty. I didn't know Dirty was from Pennsylvania. So
Yeah.
I've been getting into Dirty really a lot. And I've been hanging out with Loki and like the rest of them in the VR chat. They're doing like VR concerts and shit now, which are super fresh.
Bobby the Lost Juggalo says everyone hit that fucking like button.
Bro, I agree. Hit that like button. Drop a hot fucking tag to the homie. Have them drop an elbow on the like button as well. And be super fucking fresh. And last track, probably the best track, I'm assuming. Featuring Dizzy Dahmer getting on the track. Zombie. Zombie's been an ongoing theme with you guys. Tell me a lot. I gotta know a little bit about Zombie.
Basically it's the Cranberries horrorcore version.
Oh fuck yeah. Man, I'm gonna be looking for this album the minute it fucking drops, bro.
So Dizzy he wasn't even supposed to be on this track, you know what I'm saying? We pretty much like took the same hook from the original Zombie song and we just couldn't get it down right. And I was like, fuck, let's see if
I
Dizzy
couldn't
can
get
do
it down right.
Because Dizzy did
I was trying to sing on that shit and I can't sing. We found out in real time.
Dizzy gave it a fucking go, and he ended up killing that shit. And I'm like, fuck. Well, now we got Dizzy Dahmer feature on the shit, and he hasn't did anything vocally in fucking years. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a guy behind the scenes, and now he's actually done something that he hasn't rapped in a long time, and or laid down vocals in a long time. So this, I don't know, if you're a fan of Psycho Sane and Dizzy Dahmer, you'll be interested in hear this shit.
Hell yeah.
Psycho Sane.
I'm excited. I think the only time I've ever heard Dizzy Dahmer on a track was one of your older tracks, Rob.
Yeah, it was an old track, probably like 10, 15 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like
if you want to know what Dizzy Dahmer's about, bump Psycho Sane, Murder Boogie.
I'm gonna have to go down that fucking rabbit hole for sure. And rabbit hole is a keyword on this channel, so everybody.
Spartan Link said, "I elbow dropped the like button. My screen is cracked now. Worth it."
Hell yeah, Spartan Link. And I don't pay for any cracked screens. Just a little disclaimer there. If you broke your screen,
and
my bad, dog.
Anthony Big T says
for people elbows on cell phones and shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Big T said, so far the Wicked Revival has been the longest isolated Beingz album, with it being just over 65 minutes. And let me drop a fact on him that this one will be the shortest isolated Beingz album that we drop.
Well, that's because it's so fast paced. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's so fast paced. All the songs go quick.
Like Two-Face said earlier, it's more heavier, more like a faster pace type style. You know what I'm saying? So it's more like blah, and and off to the next one, and like I think Lucifer is probably the longest track off the fucking album.
Wow, that's surprising. I felt like Lucifer was a little short. Like I was like, I could have used another verse. So it's gonna be.
I think Core to the Core. I think Core to the Core is our longest track. That and No Brain, No Pain.
Longer, okay. Yeah, that one's. Yeah, I don't know about that. That one's a little long too, but yeah, definitely Lucifer and Horror to the Core.
And Lucifer are the top 3 longest tracks.
Is Unlikely pretty long? Because I mean, it's you guys scumming.
No, very short. Very short. That's very fast paced.
We both split 216 verses, me and Two-Face and Scum and Doc Gruesome.
Oh, so you're like tagged off kind of thing.
Yeah,
very much.
I love when songs do that. Like I don't know, they're just punchy, and you get a little bit of everybody. My fucking chat jumped all the way to the top.
I'm trying to read through it.
Man, I appreciate you, Two-Face, because I never have anyone read my I forget about the chat, and then like I need to hire interns. You want to be an intern? Anyway.
No, I'm good.
Let's hop a little bit hot topics here. The big show is happening this Saturday, March 16th. It's St. Paddy's Day. There's not a more appropriate place than the Shamrock Inn.
Yeah, it's an Irish pub, you know what I'm saying? And they're gonna be doing it up, having green beer and fucking cabbage and fucking corned beef and shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing it up leprechaun style.
Man, they fucks with you guys.
It's also Austin 316 Day. Oh hell yeah.
Oh hell yeah. They fucks with you guys.
What?
They put you on the biggest fucking day of the year for them, super fucking fresh. All the homies
Nate loves us.
All the homies are gonna be there. You got Nate Money, Killer Society, that demon himself, Bloodlust, who's been slowly leaking some shit to me that I can't wait for y'all to hear.
That sneaky devil.
Yeah, man, Bloodlust loves me. Suburban, either that or he has my soul. I'm unsure. Suburban Downgrade. Haven't heard of those guys. What are they about?
Honestly, I'm not sure. I think they're a band.
Okay.
Is it a band?
I think so, because they're going first and they have a long set list time. So I think
I know Nate likes
that's
to mix
usually
those, like those metal acts.
He likes it makes sense for them to either open the show or close the show because they gotta get their equipment in and out.
Hell yeah. And then we got Delirious, the homie Nihilistics. Man, I love listening to Nihilistic live. I know he's putting his shit out like now, but I feel like doesn't compare to hearing him live. We got Grim Smiles, of course, Gunsmoke, the homie Gunsmoke, super fresh, and Old Man West, Throwdown Syndicate, and of course Crypt Keeper Productions. I've heard that all 3 acts are going to happen. Nate Money, Bloodlust, and Cryptid. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a triple set. Bloodlust, Nate Money, like a little combination of everybody on the label.
And of course, the best, not to say the best, but the headliners here, we have Isolated Beingz dropping your album as well. Super fresh. Is 420. There's the other graphic. 420 is that when the doors are opening?
Yes.
Yes, it's going to be an early show and a early leave kind of thing, I guess. Act
Well,
should be it should be over around 11.
It doesn't
But
always work.
Yeah. Just because the show's over doesn't mean ninjas want to leave.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I've been to plenty of shows and know that.
I'm seeing Mid-South Monster asked. He said, I think I remember seeing people mention you guys saying that y'all should have been featured on Tunnel Runners back in the day. Did you guys feel like you should have been on the compilation? I think we were like 1 year like shy of when we should have been on that. We were kind of hoping for Tunnel Runners Part 2. We were hoping they were going to keep on doing it.
Ruthless Rob should
have been on there. Yes.
That's just me though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, I agree with you. But yeah, we were just starting out like as Isolated Beingz, getting our foot on the ground. And that's when Tunnel Runners came out. And we were like, man, if we just released this album like 5 months shorter, we should have been on there.
Hell yeah. Now, you guys, any prospects of hitting the Gathering this year, or playing the Gathering?
I'm still waiting for that email. Obviously, we all, it's hopeful. I'm not sure. I know Nate Money and Bloodlust are definitely going to be there. As far as me, I'm not 100% sure yet.
Sure.
But who knows? It could happen because I wasn't sure about going last year, and I ended up going.
I hope so, my guy, because the ticket is secured. I'm going this year, and I want to see all you guys that do make it for sure. Didn't you play at a second stage last year? Didn't you?
2 years ago.
Stage?
Yeah, we did the Isolated Beingz. We did 2021.
Oh, 21. The year I was there, and I didn't fucking leave camp, and like all the artists I wanted to see were there apparently.
We tried to get it every year, and the first one we did was 2007, and then we didn't play another one till 2021. So
it's almost like winning the lottery. You know what I mean? You like throw your ticket in, jump steady, fucking pulls it, and you know what I mean. Hey, you guys.
I feel like you gotta have either like all the people come out. I notice a lot of times the people that do end up playing like second stage have a big album release prior. So I'm hoping maybe that shoe ins you guys for this year, maybe next year. But
open
man, I would love to see you guys second stage.
I'm at this point where if we ain't getting picked, I don't plan on spending my money. I just had a baby boy, so I don't really plan on spending my money like that unless we get picked. And it's like,
that's the reason why I haven't gone the past couple years, because having kids and shit, it really saps everything.
Well, I thought you were going to.
I've been 5 times. 5 times.
Yeah, it's 4 more than me.
Well, I thought Bartleby was going to say he doesn't want to go unless he gets picked either. I'm about to say, what the hell are you doing?
Oh yeah, I have put in for the podcast event because I do.
There you go. Shit.
I do want to get some people live. It would be cool.
But yeah, I went last year because I got picked to do the Tom Woods Fantasy Art Contest, and I
saw that.
I did a Renegade stage with the dude MC Whore, and then I got on the Juggalo open mic type deal. I got on that. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I definitely made my presence known, even though I wasn't like officially on like a stage per se. You know what I'm saying? But I did do the arts thing, and that's what really got me going. And it's like, oh well, I might as well do a Renegade stage. I jumped on that, and then I didn't even know they were doing an open mic night until like later on, and I jumped on that, and then I got a good turnout for that too. So it was still a cool experience, even though I didn't like do an official Ruthless Rap set. You know what I'm saying? But I still gathered and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah.
Still partied, and it was fun.
Anthony LeBron says, "Congrats on having the baby boy, Two Face. Hell yeah." Man, it's always fresh when you have, little spawn running around.
Yeah, this is my first. Rob has like 25.
Oh, I've heard. I've met a handful of the clan too, I believe. I always mix them up though, because I always want to call everyone Lil Rob, and Lil Rob is like the little one.
Yeah, he's not. He's the little one, but he's got one.
Rob Jr.
Nick. Yeah.
Nick, yeah.
Well,
Fresh as fuck though. There were some comments here I wanted to read, and I lost them now. Clown Dev Boy said, if you guys didn't give, oh shit, I lost everything. Okay, if you guys didn't give me and Ashhole a copy of Wicked Revival after the Certified Psychos tour, we probably would be missing out on so much freshness and making new friends.
we got a big catalog too. You'll spend a day listening to our shit if you just listen to our catalog.
Yeah, it's been taking me a hot minute going backwards, and
you can just start off with Beingz.com and just go from there. You can go from our oldest shit to our most current shit.
I was looking at
isolatedbeings.com.
I was looking at your shit, man. You have on the thing, you get the whole discography for like $50.
Hey, can't beat it.
Hell yeah. And scrolling here.
Big Tony says, Rob, shout out to Rob and the Toy Time with Little Ruthless.
Yeah, man.
I've peeped a couple
Big
of those.
Tony.
And Young Ruthless just said, I'm the spawn of Worm Dick Willie. That's my my boy.
Hell yeah. He's the one I think I always try to call Lil Rob, and that's not
he's not Rob, but he's Young Ruthless. Yeah. His name is Nick.
Nick, hell yeah.
He's slowly becoming our third member.
Yeah.
That'd be fresh. There was one more I really wanted to read. Now I can't fucking find it. Yeah, it is what it is. You know what? Let's throw it over to another song, and then I might be able to find that shit.
Oh, I need another beer.
I feel that. I need interns because I don't load this shit up when I need to. And shout out to fucking Undergroundaholics for winning fucking podcast of the year. Super fresh over there at Replicon Radio. I was so ecstatic when I saw that shit.
I was nominated for album of the year and I didn't even realize it, and a couple people hit me up. I'm like, damn, I didn't even know. That's what's up.
The funny thing is I'm the one who nominated them, and I was also the one who nominated you guys.
There you
nominated Maggot Mouth.
Fuck yeah, thanks. Got me a little exposure, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Let's try to win this year. Isolated Beings.
That's what I said. I'm like, I'm happy being on the fucking ballot right now, but next year, bro, I'm coming. Aaron, if you're watching, I'm fucking coming for that title.
Yeah, I didn't even fucking know. I didn't even know Replicon Radio. I mean, I know who they are. Like, I know they exist, but I don't know who runs it or anything like that. So I didn't even know if they even knew who I was, or you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm totally like in the dark with the whole Replicon Radio as far as who runs that shit and stuff like that. So I thought it was fresh that you put me on there. So that's what's up.
Hell yeah, man. I thought y'all deserved it. I put out for a lot of the homies here in the East Coast. I personally think the East Coast scene is better than everything else, and that I might be a little biased, to be honest, but I want to see
Are you wrong?
I want to see an East Coast night at the Gathering. I think it would be fresh if they did like an East Coast night, a West Coast night, and then like everybody.
If they did like an East Coast Gathering, it would definitely be in Pennsylvania for sure. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Wickedwood was saying a little while ago, like when I first had them on the show, way back fucking when, they're like, we're gonna do Wicked Woodstock. It's gonna be somewhere in Pennsylvania. And then every time I get a chance to talk to one of those guys, I'm like, what about Wicked Woodstock though? We need that shit.
Hell yeah.
It was like I was loading a video. Let's do In My Toolbox. When did this one drop? I must have been sleeping because the only one I saw drop out of these three was Lucifer.
The week after, the following week.
One. That was so Lucifer dropped about 3 weeks ago. In My Toolbox dropped about 2 weeks ago, and then the other one dropped about a week ago, and then obviously this weekend will be this week, and then this will be the whole album. So we've been like singles leading up to the album.
Now, is it gonna like drop in all platforms, or like is it just gonna hit like physical first?
It's physical. You can
All
order your physical copy right now. Already
Yeah.
shipped a bunch out.
IsolatedBeingz.com.
Yep.
Yeah.
We already got physicals on deck. We got them ready for Saturday. We got them on the web store on isolatedbeingz.com. There you go. There's that beauty right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to send someone money and be like, "Yo, grab me a copy."
But yeah, they're ready, man. They're going to be on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, everything, YouTube.
I mean, I'll get it digitally because I want it, but I always get a hard copy. So I have just a stack of CDs right now that are going to be given away at the gathering, and I actually have some of your older albums as well. And like, I want to support the guys that support me. Should come up on the show and shit. So I have a stack of albums. I want to get that one added to the fucking list. But I've been hyping it for like 20 minutes now. Let's listen to In My Toolbox.
I got a couple screws loose, you can check my toolbox. 10 o'clock news, struggle with a true side. Body parts and missing teeth in my shoebox. Which tool should I choose in my motherfucking toolbox? In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. 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 In my toolbox, I got a screwdriver, a foot of barbed wire, and a pair of pliers, a set of gardening gloves with some cons and flyers, and whatever else your broken heart desires. Fall into the fire as I beat you with a wrench. I make your life expire when you wet my tooth, bitch. No, you ain't dreaming, no need for a pinch. I'll be the sanity in my own defense. In my toolbox, I get empty shells, an old Ouija board and a portal to hell, a how-to book on magic spells, and a room key to the Bates Motel. I got a couple screws loose, you can check my toolbox. 10 o'clock news, struggle with a true side. Body parts and missing teeth in my shoebox. Which tool should I choose in my motherfucking toolbox? In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. 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 Hacksaw, but my name ain't Jim Duggan. Hack y'all up if you wanna be thuggin'. Crack skulls, I'm a homicidal carpenter. Bitch, you just an amateur, I'm the soul harvester. In my toolbox, I got buckshot, switchblade butterfly with the crack rocks, a container full of green beans with the pork chops, in the hood yelling out, free Tupac. Blood dripping from my hammer till I'm locked in a slammer. Brain damage when I bring the yellow tape parameter. We don't need no janitor, I got the mop stick. Act a foolie with the toolie when I'm in the mosh pit. I got a couple screws loose, you can check my toolbox. 10 o'clock news, struggle with a true side. Body parts and missing teeth in my shoebox. Which tool should I choose in my motherfucking toolbox? In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. In my toolbox. In my motherfucking toolbox. 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 Toolbox.
Lots of love coming from the chat for that one. We got Cruel Hand saying, "This is my jam, right? Cheer." Ryan Lovejoy, of course, saying, "This is dope as fuck." Some fire emojis from Clown Devil Boy and Miss South and Cryptic Ecto Joe. All the love, man. Now, I did notice a comment right before we went into that, and I do want to ask you guys, I don't know if he's leaking information too soon, but Anthony LeBrun says, "A music video coming out midnight at the album release, question mark."
Dude, Anthony LeBrun, man, he knows too fucking much, man. He needs to fucking keep his mouth shut.
He's subscribed.
I hear he's the
subscribe to the channel.
Nah, Big T is a super fan, man. He probably knows more about us than we do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what Bleezy was telling me when I had Bleezy on. He's like, "Man, this guy knows more about Isolated Beingz than they do, probably."
He knows the fucking day I was conceived. He knows what song was playing when my mom and dad got it on, all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
he knows how much you got back in your taxes.
Right.
Oh yeah, man, it's fresh having a super fan though. Fuck yeah. But
Shout out to Big Tone.
can we expect a music video coming soon?
Well, yeah, we could talk about that. So the other track that you have would be the next track that off the album that you got, Murder Red Rum. We do have a video for that. It's going to drop Friday midnight. Technically, Saturday the 17th. I mean the 16th. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, this Friday. And earlier you said this is Thursday. I'm like, hold on, today's Wednesday, motherfucker.
Is it Wednesday? So I've been doing like shows Wednesday and Thursday, and some
Okay.
artists went on Thursday and some on Wednesday now, and it throws me the fuck off. You know how many times I had to redo that flyer, Rob?
Yeah,
'Cause
I was like, yo. He was like, okay, hold on. I was like, yo. He's like, oh, hold on.
Yeah, man. So I did the original flyer, and then I just add words to do like the flyer, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna do Wednesday or Thursday, and you're like Wednesday, and I wrote Wednesday, and then I was like 9, right? Like 9 or 8, and they're like 9. And I wrote 8, and I'm like fuck, and I had to go back and change it. And then I realized I didn't change the date. I was like fuck, I gotta fix the date.
Yeah.
I was so sleep deprived, and then I think I literally was talking to Two-Face like shortly afterward, and I made the post, and he's like, yo, it's the Ledford tape, and I'm like, bro, I what did I do? And I looked, I'm like, fuck, I wrote Ledford files. I'm so like,
Which is also acceptable, but it's technically the tape.
Hell yeah. But I mean, that's fresh as fuck. I don't know what my brain's been on the skits this week, I think.
I could definitely hear you on that one.
Man, I've been bipolar as fuck. I've been manic as shit lately.
Definitely happens.
Miss Sal says, I did ask earlier, but I think y'all missed it. But I want to know if you guys grew up on any underground or local artists in the DMV or Baltimore area.
Honestly, not really. As far as like DMV artists, I kind of got, we got our style from like the stuff that was going on when we were teenagers at the time, like obviously ICP and like all the new metal shit, stuff like that. There wasn't really nothing coming out of Baltimore or the DMV area that I know of, besides our boys Homicidal Maniacs from back in the day. They were pretty established by the time.
Technically, the first person that I started listening to that was a local artist was motherfucking Ruthless Rob. So me and my friend would smoke in the back during our lunch breaks and bump Ruthless Rob, and next thing you know, I'm hanging out with him, doing shows with him, and next thing you know, he's a part of Isolated Beingz.
Yeah, then he moved. Then he
got one guy out. Then I moved in with his ass.
Hell yeah, I bet that was fun.
But yeah, Homicidal Maniacs and Ruthless Rob for me.
Yeah, when
besides all the new metal acts and shit.
When Two-Face first moved in and shit, I gave him like the Kyle Gass treatment and shit. I made him clean my apartment like in the Tenacious D shit. You know what I'm saying? Had him doing my laundry and shit. Was teaching him how to do teach him how to do cock push-ups and power slides and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah. What you're saying is Tenacious D, they stole that gimmick from you guys, is what I'm hearing.
Damn right.
Right. And it wasn't the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It was it was just Jay's house. Stealing his underwear. Oh, that was Chris Hansen that stole his underwear.
Chris Hansen.
Why
don't you go have a seat?
Too many things. Hell yeah. That's the end of the fucking that. Man, I'm all over the fucking place tonight. I do apologize. It's like the first night I've done this show without a fucking monster, and I'm feeling it. I live on that shit. I don't know why. I live on energy drinks, and it's probably not good for me, but whatever.
Yeah, I can't do a lot of caffeine. I do like Cokes and stuff like that and Pepsis here and there, but like Mountain Dew or Red Bull or higher, I can't fuck with that shit. I feel like I smoke some crack if I fucking drink that shit.
When I was a young 20-year-old man, I would drink so many energy drinks that I thought I might die. Like, I would just sit in my bed and just shake, and I'm like, man, I should be doing worse shit apparently, because this stuff's gonna kill me.
Hey, it can happen.
Mid-South said, you got the monster right here, Bartle. Fuck yeah.
Hey, Mid-South, man. Let me holler at Mid-South real quick. I definitely know the name, and I don't remember meeting you at the gathering. It might have been one of the nights when I was real drunk, but I definitely know your name, and I've heard a few of your tracks. So get at me if you want to collab or something. You know what I'm saying? Let me know.
Yeah. Mid-South's a fucking dope ass dude. He's actually the guy who did the intro to the Bartle House. He's the one who's rapping on the fucking the intro there. I need a new one, Mid-South, though, because we did change the name of the fucking show. So I do need a new one soon. I'll pay you this time. No, I won't.
But yeah, like
He also asked.
Go ahead.
He also asked about King Los of a local person near us. I've never heard of him. I don't know if you have either. King Los.
Yeah, back in those days when we were like developing our craft, if you want to call it that, we were pretty much like jugging out here. You know what I'm saying? We were like smoking a lot of crack, like just listening to a lot of fucking ICP and
ICP and Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we never really got nothing locally and nothing locally inspiration wise. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I feel
Big Tony, if you get your parents' permission, I will take you to the gathering one time.
Hell yeah. I've never been to the gathering before. You know, I gotta say I went one time and I didn't gather to my full ability. So this year we're making up for that shit. We're gonna have a good time. 100%.
So you had Nate on here talking about the gathering, and I was just reminiscing, and I was like, my car fucking broke down with Nate in it on the way back to the gathering. I'm like, I was like having flashbacks as he was talking on this podcast. So I was like, didn't my car break down like in like Philly, like 2 hours straight from
that's
like
the
before
worst
my home
breakdown.
And you just want to wash the fucking Fago out your ass and get home and be in your own bed.
Yeah, I know a lot of homies, they were hitting the Loves like up the road from the fucking gathering on the way out because they have the fucking trucker showers.
Yeah, man, the fucking gatherings is shit, but you're having the time of your life there. But when it's over, you really just want to get the fuck home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I had that. I ended up leaving like most of my fucking camp because the rest of the camp dipped out the night before. Nobody stayed, which was super fucking stale. But they left all their fucking camp, and I was like, I have so much shit I got to carry up this hill, and it's just me. And
a couple times we just left our shit.
Right. I had a 10-person tent and like a grill and shit. And like I couldn't carry any of it. And I ended up giving a homie or not even a homie, just a random fucking ninja a ride home. And I'm like, bro, can you just like come down the hill and help me grab a couple things? We'll only make one trip because it's already fucking noon and I want to get home and I have an 8-hour drive ahead of me.
Mid-South Monster says he misses Cabin Rock. I do not. Because Cabin Rock was like a 13 to 15 hour drive for me.
Right.
And the one in Ohio is only like a 6 or 7 hour drive. 8 tops.
Yeah, man, I was always bummed out when it was in Cabin Rock because like I never could travel that fucking far because I didn't have a car or anything.
Drug Bridge is probably the one cool thing about the Cabin Rock shit. The Drug Bridge was off the hook.
I do hear many a tale of Drug Bridge.
I remember this one guy at the gathering. Jelly Roll was just walking around. Could you believe it nowadays? But he was just walking around, and this guy had a missing nipple, and he said, "Tonight at midnight, you get to see the other nipple gone." And he was letting people staple dollar bills to him, like that's how he got his little money.
I think I know that dude because he was doing that shit when I was there.
And Jelly Roll was like, I don't know about everybody's like, staple $1 to him, staple $1 to him.
Mid-South says Bloodlust was intimidating as fuck. LOL, he's scary looking big ass demon. Bro, Bloodlust is the nicest fucking dude. And
he is the nicest guy.
He won't admit it probably, but he is the dopest
fucking. Be quiet.
Well, also,
you're ruining the gimmick.
Oh, I know. Hold on, let me see.
Mid-South said, so funny thing, when I met Rob, he handed me a flyer, and I think Son was walking with him. I was fucked up too, but I walked up on Nate, and he saw my Michael Lawless shirt and introduced himself. See, like I said, it was probably a night when I was all fucked up out my mind, and I don't remember, so my bad, Mid-South. But yeah, hit me up, man. We can do something if you want to holler at me. Yeah.
I was about to send him a link and have him on because he's always invited on the fucking channel. He's a dope dude, and he's kind of like my unofficial second on the channel. So
Well,
Mid-South,
I'm definitely
you want
familiar
that.
with the name, and I've heard a few of his tracks. And you know, I like what I heard. So yeah, man, if you want to link up, I'm always down to work with new artists and get my name out there a little more, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, it would be dope seeing y'all, on more projects. Not saying like I just love when I see the homie like you guys and Nate Money and them. Like you kind of stick to your Baltimore area. I would love to see you on every time there's an artist on and they're like, who would you be good with? I'm like, who you would sound great with?
There is a big artist that we cannot just say, but we are going to be featured on one of his next compilation albums, For She.
All right.
Also, Mid South Monster says about hold up, Jelly was filming shit. Said me and Little White was kicking it, drinking Bud Lights. FYI, we have a song with Jelly Roll and Little White called "Fucking with My High," available on YouTube, isolatedbeings.com,
That was probably
off
one
of
of the
the
very
Wicked
first songs.
Revival album.
Probably one of the very first songs I ever heard from you guys.
It's
I think
probably
it was
one
the
of
first,
the tracks too. Yeah.
I think it was the first one I played.
It's actually has our second most views on YouTube, next to I believe Scum and Dark Half Suicide Kings track.
Yeah, that one is a great track. It's it
Everybody, I mean, just
makes me
hearing
sad.
Gino's voice and everything.
Yeah,
So
man. I
it's
anytime
very
I listen to Dark
nostalgic
Half
now.
now, it's like bittersweet.
It's a nostalgia feeling now. I mean,
Yeah,
he's been gone for so long now. It feels like.
the worst thing for me is I didn't know him when he was alive, and so I'm just getting the back end of it, and I regret not having ever had a chance to reach out or say hi or anything.
Yeah, man, we've done some track. I mean, we did the track with them. We met them guys a few times, especially Damian Quinn shows me nothing but love every time I run into him. He knows some stuff I say. Beingz, Rufus, Rob, Damian Quinn. That's the homie for
He's
sure.
like a fourth cousin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm failing at fucking multitasking like always. Now I want to go back to say to ask you something. Just because I hear it all the time. Everybody clowns on Jelly Roll, and maybe I'm just not knowledgeable to the scene as much as everybody else. But why does everybody shit on Jelly Roll so much?
I think it's the whole country thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a big country fan myself. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I still respect Jelly and his grind and where he started to where he is now. You know what I'm saying? I definitely respect him on that. But I honestly prefer his rapping over his country.
Yeah, I don't like his new stuff. But
I don't want to surprise y'all, but I love his country shit.
I think you said
like
that last time you were on the show that you vibe with the country a little bit.
There's some things that I've been going through where some of the shit he sings about, I'm like, this hits me in the feels. You know what I'm saying?
He eased into country though too.
He's definitely fucking talented as fuck when it comes to what he's doing.
Yeah.
Sucks at it.
I don't know why the Juggalos are hating on him. I think
it's just got success, and people are upset he got success, and they view that he sold out. I don't see it.
I don't really care. I turn a blind eye for that.
Yeah, we see, me and Two-Face, we don't go out of our way and go on something and say, oh, this guy sucks, or this guy's ass, or this guy's this and that. Like, we kind of, we'll keep it to ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I never understood why people do that. Like, oh, this track
honestly,
fucking sucks. Like, dude, just shut the fuck up. If you don't like it, don't say shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I've had the comment on here before where somebody was like, you like everything. And it's like, I don't necessarily like everything, but I'm gonna show respect to everything because it is art, and whoever it is put their time and energy into it. If it's something I feel is like hollow and they're just doing it for the views or doing it because, you're just not gonna see it on my channel.
Right. Exactly. You pick what you like, and then if you really fuck with it, you put it out there. But like I said, I'm pretty much like, if I don't like something, I'll keep it to myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really like, yeah, this guy fucking sucks. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit like that.
The only thing I shit on is
culture.
The only thing I shit on is Hell's Pit. On a regular. Let's watch the viewers cut in half at this point.
Hold on, what did I miss?
That's more of a
He
gimmick.
said he don't like Hell's Pit.
I was pissed as shit.
I can't.
Hell's
I just
Pit.
can't. I can't.
I think
If you shit on Shangri-La, that's okay.
Oh,
But
that's the thing.
Hell's
I'm
Pit.
the biggest Shangri-La fucking guy ever. Like I always say, I'm a Shangri-La because I just feel like family love, and I'm the bubbly juggalo. I'm not the
it was
horrorcore wicked
that
fucking.
time, you know what I'm saying? So definitely, I mean, it was a magical time to be a juggalo when when Shangri-La dropped the Wraith, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, basically, I think Hell's Pit and Dark Lotus Red Cross, I think those are like the most wickedest fucking releases that ever came out of Psychopathic.
I don't mind Red Cross. That's the thing. It's
I
there's
love-
something specific
love-
to Hell's Pit. I just can't.
Black Rain. Is it Black Rain?
Yeah,
I love Black Rain from the second one. I really love that one.
Yeah, that was a good one too. But I as far as Dark Lotus goes, the original of Mars is fucking. I think it's flawless. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Do you prefer Mars over the ABK version?
I did because I was so used to that album with Mars on it, and then all of a sudden they got a Yellow Cross with ABK on it, which I still don't get me wrong, I still bumped it and dug it and shit, but I still was like, yeah, I kind of prefer the Mars one better. But then, like you said, Black Rain came out, fucking fresh with ABK on it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't even know if I heard the yellow one, to be honest.
I think, in my opinion, like there's some songs that are better suited for ABK, and there were some songs that were just, Mars owned that shit.
He crushed it.
Yeah, Mars fucking rip shit, man. I thought Mars, when I didn't even know the fuck Mars was until that Dark Lotus Red came out, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? This guy's fucking ripping shit in half, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just so fucking wicked with it, and like that wasn't even his element. You know what I'm saying? Like he was doing shit with like Jonathan Davis and shit at the time, and like doing shit with Korn and stuff.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? But like,
you know I'm all about Davis.
It's fucking crazy with like, I don't know. I thought Mars was like a prodigy as a fucking 15-year-old boy. I'm like 15 years old. Hey, calm down now, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was I thought it was crazy here in Red Cross, Tales from the Lotus Pod. Like I said, 15 years old. I thought that shit was like fucking like it didn't get no better than that as far as like as far as wickedness goes, you know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. See, it's not the wickedness that bothers me. I don't know. There's something about Hell's Pit. I think it's the production. I don't like the backtracks and whatnot. But anyway, before we get into another conversation, let me bring on kind of the unofficial. He's the one that knows more about shit because he's been around forever and actually knows the scene, where I'm just a fucking Jeff that doesn't know shit. Let me bring on Ms. Salmasta here and see if we can add a little more to this fucking conversation here. Yo, what up, Ms. Sal?
What's up,
what
bro?
Is good? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing?
I know you have opinions on fucking Lotus.
Other than I would love to see them come back, and I will fucking die happy seeing them perform one more time at the Gathering.
Let me ask you guys this question: if Psychopathic Records decided, and they're not going to revamp Lotus with new members, would you guys fuck with it, or would you be like, nah, that's not Lotus, I can't do it?
Probably not. It had to be the original 5 for me, at least.
Yeah. And it depends on which like original 5. Like if it was ABK instead of Mars again, like I would be okay with that. Yeah, that would I would accept that.
It would at least have to be Twisted, ICP, and Blaze for sure. You know.
Oh yeah.
Of course. Well, let me throw this at you. And I know I'm just clowning, by the way. ICP, ABK, Isham, and fucking Vanilla Ice. Dark Lotus.
No, fuck no.
Electric Blue. Let's make this shit happen.
Call it something else.
Hey.
Or put new in front of it. The new Dark Lotus.
Vanilla Ice is the shit, but I don't think he would be a good fit for Dark Lotus.
No.
I liked Mars's idea with the whole White Lotus thing. That was kind of cool, like the concept in that interview, like he was mentioning. Like
that was a good interview. I remember watching that interview. That was a good one.
Oh yeah, most definitely. It's kind of weird. He went to Christianity and then he bounced from Christianity back to like, I don't know, agnosticism, or I don't know where he's at now. Maybe even atheist. But like it was weird because he had that whole Christian angle going for him for a while, and a lot of juggalos are like, "Fuck that shit, Mars is a bitch," and like I'm like, come on, man. Like Killer C.
And then
did the
Shangri-La
fucking thing.
came out.
Yeah. Exactly. But a lot of juggalos, I don't know if I call them juggalos or not. I would call them people who didn't follow everything that ICP stood for, but couldn't agree to disagree. They were unagreeable. Completely.
Hell yeah.
Like, which, that is what it is in the fucking industry. You got those types of people, but it didn't make or break ICP. Look at Jay on fucking chilling with Roseanne Barr and fucking goddamn, what's that?
Everybody.
Neil deGrasse Tyson and shit. Like the fuck?
Well, he just did Pauly Shore's fucking podcast.
Pauly Shore, yeah, I just saw he was on him and Shaggy both, and they had California Wacko the Kid. Wacko
They on Tom Segura too, though.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
they were on Tom Segura too.
Tom Segura, yeah. Shaggy was on there with the Creep a while back as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
They were both on this time, weren't they?
Outcast.
Yeah, back when.
Life, bro.
Yeah.
I just watched a good one with Violent J and Booker T the other day. Was a real good one.
Oh yeah, I caught that.
Oh, I
that was
waiting.
Awesome.
I was waiting for him to hit Violent J with the spinneroonie dooney, bro.
I wanted to see Violent J do the spinneroonie.
So cool.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Hell yeah.
Booker T's the fucking man, yo. Fuck that.
Fuck yeah. It was kind of crazy though, because Booker T, you could tell like he knew ICP to a degree, but he wasn't super like knowledgeable, of course. Like he's not a juggalo or anything. He was like the running man going across the screen. I was like, hell yeah.
He just showing respect where it's due. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of guy Booker T is. That's what I feel. He's a stand-up guy. He's very respectable. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I mean, Jay's not just a musician. He's a wrestling icon.
And they're both mutual friends with Willie D. So
yeah, Dennis, man, ghetto boys all day. Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ghetto boys. Cruel Hand in the chat just said he was arrested at the Dark Lotus Black Rain Thunderdome show. I definitely was at that show.
Yeah, I was
Damn, man.
I don't remember seeing that, but I remember that. I remember that show. It was at the Thunderdome. Damn, I guess he was one of the unfortunate guys that got arrested and hauled off that night, because these shows down in Baltimore used to be a place called the Thunderdome, and they did all the psychopathic shows, and it was a wild fucking place, man. It was a really fucking rowdy fucking like nightclub, and yeah, I believe it. I definitely believe. What did you get arrested for, Cruel Hand, if you don't mind me asking?
What tour was that?
Black Rain.
Black Rain?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said Black Rain. I remember going to that show specifically.
This is probably like 2004.
I was too young. I didn't even know ICP existed. Other than the video game.
Did you ever perform at the Thunderdome? Or
that gray hair right there.
I had my
gray hair.
I had my.
Dude, I'm graying too. It's scary.
I did my first show.
I'm fine with that. I like a little salt bay action.
Rob, what were you saying?
Well, he's over here talking about his fucking pubic hair and shit. But anyway, yeah, I did my first show at the Thunderdome. You know what I'm saying? So, and I live right up the street from the Thunderdome now. So I'm always driving past it, and it's like closed down now. I'm always like getting like in my feels when I ride past it. I'm like, fuck, that used to be the spot. Now it's all like, boarded up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, Thunderdome.
I feel it. Like riding by the New Daisy, man. Like anytime I go back to Memphis and I go check out the day.
Two-Face, we got our start doing big shows for opening up for these guys called the Sonar, which isn't around either. The Sonar in Baltimore used to be a good spot too. It's no longer around. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of we got the Shamrock now is kind of our home to do our platform with the
new Sonar.
Man, it's sad. It's sad to see like so many dope things that we grew up going to and seeing just fucking disappear and just like be completely forgotten about by society.
Right.
Like that shit sucks.
Well, I know, especially back in the day, the venues I would go see like ICP and shit at were more just like they were strict venues. They were just stages and crowd space. And now like a lot of the places I've seen, put on shows, they're more like either like a full bar or like a restaurant type thing. Like there's HMAC here in Pennsylvania that has like a fucking bar and then like offshoot fucking stages and shit.
Oh, question. You mentioned 482 earlier. He's working with Mission Infect on that whole virtual reality
Sure.
concert shit that they did and whatnot. Like, are y'all ever gonna try to dabble in some of that, like virtual reality show shit?
This is the first I'm hearing of it, to be honest with you. So I mean, maybe
It's
I do.
becoming more and more popular, actually. Like Kiss, I guess, is doing a fucking virtual reality concert now. Like, it's crazy. Like,
We ain't Kiss.
yeah, of course not. I'm not saying you're Kiss.
My son, young Rufus, we just went to their and so did Nate Money. We just went to their farewell tour in Baltimore back in November. So yeah, I got to see
Hell yeah.
Kiss.
Oh, I'm jealous, man.
That's
I
dope.
love Kiss, and I know I saw the funniest shit on the homies podcast a while back where there was some young juggalo let who just joined the she's new to the scene, but she was
Right.
like, "Oh, you're a Juff because you like Kiss." To some dude, and I'm like, bro, I
Because of the
love
fuck
Kiss.
Gene
Say
Simmons Psycho
shit.
Circus shit.
Like,
Like, you're new.
It's funny, like the little fucking idiosyncrasies that can get you labeled as a fucking Juff now.
Yeah, it's.
But hell yeah, Mid South, you enjoying the fucking sound of the new album so far?
Yeah, man, production is fucking on point. The flows are on point. The shit y'all are saying is on point. The videos are definitely on point. Man, yeah, I'm definitely down to work with you, Rob. Man, I appreciate the extend for sure, bro.
oh yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all are dope. Y'all are dope. I've heard y'all shit before, but I haven't listened to like a full album, and I haven't like sat and actually like listen. Like y'all are definitely on some of my Spotify playlists.
I know,
So,
we
like,
play the shit out of you here. You know that.
that too, yeah.
One day, just get you a fucking big old bottle of vodka and just put our shit on and just let it go, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Rum.
Yeah.
I'm a rum guy.
Join the
There you go.
Bartleboss fucking Discord. We'll have a night where we just we'll binge some fucking
Terramana.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't do social media and drink anymore though. Like I quit doing.
I'll
that
show
shit.
my butthole.
Nah, I said some things that I did some stupid shit, and I'm just like trying to fall back from the social media.
We still love you, brother. We still love you. Just settle down.
You know,
I actually deleted all my social media. Like, I
was sitting here tonight. It's a nice day here in Baltimore. It's actually like nice out. Probably the nicest day it's been so far this year. So I'm drinking outside and we're gonna hang out for a little bit. Before I did this, I'm like, Rob, you gotta remember to keep it,
PG.
You know what I'm saying? Not PG, PC.
Respect, like professional.
Oh, I appreciate it, man.
Because I could say some fucked up shit. Believe me. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
Right.
But for some reason, when the camera goes on, I behave myself. I'm gonna keep my channel, I think. But if you ever catch me in the Discord, man, there's no no filter there.
Anthony LeBron asks where I'm from. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, there it is. So yeah, I definitely have a big. Me and Two Face, we both have a 3-6 Mafia influence. We could throw that in there too.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah. Like 3-6, fucking Kingpin, Skinny Pimp. I used to be on Give Me Some Family. Skinny's like my uncle damn near.
Okay.
Fucking man, Play a Fly, Project Pat, of course.
That devil shit too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Like I guess that's what you would call my a lot of my music is influenced by that underground Memphis, what they call funk now, PHONK. I don't know if y'all seen that word.
Yeah, I thought that was like a West Coast thing though.
No, that's very Memphis. Like they took a lot of that the Memphis samples. Like Skinny is primarily he's not even really making music no more. I mean, he does from time to time, but his kids are making music. They're the ones that are like trying to get their name out there. But his samples is what he's making money off of.
I've heard Brother Lynch Hung use funk in a lot of his shit. So
I mean, I could see that. I could see some Lynch.
Thing.
Yeah. I could see, like, there probably might be, like, for all I know, there's a subgenre of funk now that's like West Coast funk or whatever. I don't know. It's man, there's so many subgenres and so many different elements. Music is when people say that music is trash now, I'm like, man, you're not looking in the right place. Turn your radio off and go look up some shit, because there is some beautiful music out there just all over that you could find, like that is just experimental and new and refreshing, and like it's just music is at a fucking all-time high right now, and it's a universal language, and with the world being the way it is.
Dig for it, you know what I mean? Just dig it up. You just gotta look for it.
Exactly.
I feel like, especially the underground scene, man, I know I'm new to it because I'm only been in it 2 or 3 years, but like, just from my experience, it's so fresh, and there's so much like amazing shit coming out day to day, different artists, and I feel like I've only scratched the surface, and I have a good like grip of people that I listen to, but it's how do you listen to everybody? But
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's hard to keep up with everybody.
So much freshness coming out of our scene, whether
especially when you're like associated or acquainted with like so many, and some of them are your homies. Like it's just it's hard to keep up with everybody. You're like, oh man, my bad. You dropped a music video last night. My bad. Give me a minute. I got you.
I feel it. Yeah, I feel that, man. I try to pull new music for the channel, and I swear everybody drops shit the night after my live, and I'm like, shit, I gotta pin this one. It just always works that way.
Yeah, I agree, Bobby. Not all mainstream artists are still either, but fuck Lil Durk. I'm sorry.
But I feel like we've got a little off task here. Let's let's hype up this fucking album. I'm super excited for it. We got one more track off of the Ledford Tape to listen to tonight, and that is Murder Red Rum.
Yeah, that's going to be the video that's dropping midnight Friday night midnight. So we got a video. Well,
hell yeah! What was the inspiration behind this track?
I don't know, just doing wicked shit. I couldn't tell you.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I like that answer.
Murder.
I love it.
We're just
murder in Red Rum.
We're just murdering people.
Let's peep the shit. Let's put us up top for this one. This is Murder Red Rum off of the Ledford Tape, dropping this Saturday.
Psycho sane, migraine. I got murder on the brain, off the track, off the rails like a train, swerving over each lane, going down like a plane. Adrenaline in my veins, nose full of cocaine. Cowboy John Wayne, Gacy with the clown paint, Dharma with the saw blade. Flesh is what I crave. My home decor, crime scene on display. In my grill it contains, I cook human remains. Out back is your grave, serve you up like a steak. How many meals can I make? How many lives can I take? Am I laughing on nitrous, or did I wake and bake? The leather face of Pinterest, strain your body like citrus. Check your name off my shit list, I am leaving no witness. Beating you senseless, hide your body with quickness. I am down with the sickness, I'm the devil's apprentice. Murder red rum, murder red rum, murder red rum, red rum, red rum. Murder red rum, murder red rum, murder red rum, red rum, red rum.
Spitting red rum, for your eardrum.
Murder red rum.
Sipping red rum, come and get some.
Murder red rum.
Sipping red rum, murder on my mind. Hurting motherfuckers if they disrespecting mine. I do it all the time, double homicide. Committing sick crimes, then I put it in my rhymes. I'm on the edge, about to lose it all. Abusing alcohol, crack my fucking skull against the wall. Just to see the color red, blood dripping from my head as I'm wishing I was dead. 187, call 911. Put a bullet in your ass, then I hide my gun. Drive-bys on nuns, I keep it wicked to the death of me. I got the recipe to make a motherfucker rest in peace. Next to me, ain't too many fucking with me lyrically. I kick the wicked shit and other rappers start fearing me. Looking at me crazy cause you really ain't hearing me. I keep it eerily with the sinister sincerity.
Murder red rum, murder red rum, murder red rum, red rum, red rum. Murder red rum, murder red rum, murder
listen to the tape, you'll hear those pliers being replaced in his toolbox a few seconds later.
Oh, what did you touch her on the breast for with a pair of pliers?
To shock her with the cold metal.
Hell yeah. We got a wall of fucking fire for that one for you guys. That was super fresh. I can't wait to peep out the music video to that one.
Oh, sick.
Fucking we did another music video too. It's in the chamber right now getting edited. So we got another one for the track. Get Your Wig Splits on the track listing. We're gonna probably like sit on that for like a month maybe. So we got a few tracks. We got videos for. We're just gonna release them in due time. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Which kind bringing me to my next question, which is, after the album drops on Saturday, what's the plan after? Like, what are you guys going to be working on? What's next for IB and or Ruthless Rob and Two Face?
My plan is just to keep on promoting the fuck out of the Ledford Tape for a little bit. At the same time, I'm always working on Ruthless Rob shit. I'm always doing Ruthless Rob shit on the side. Last one was obviously Maggot Mouth, but like I said, man, I'm always doing some Ruthless Rob shit. Basically, we got a good concept for the next album for Isolated Beingz. We're not going to say the name. We got a name picked out for it. We got some beats lined up. We're going to start working on that eventually. But as far as recording goes, we're just doing like ideas and stuff now for the next Isolated Beingz. But like I said, Ruthless Rob, I'll just be doing tracks. I'll just be doing tracks out the ass, and then I just throw them together, and then hopefully it fits. I can make an album out of it.
Oh yeah. I like the way y'all bring that old school sounding like horrorcore that I grew up on. Like the roots of horrorcore sound like that made me fall in love with the genre. I can definitely appreciate that shit.
That's the thing we kind of pride ourselves in, is like we always stick to the roots of horrorcore genre. We're not about that goofy shit that's going on in some of these some of the scene going on right now. Like I'm not all about that goofy shit, you know what I'm saying? Like I'll keep that shit wicked, you know what I'm saying?
I've spoke on that so many times. Like I feel like some of it's low hanging fruit. It's a lot of the younger guys who Candy Bar is just here for the couch. God damn it, Candy. When are you coming on? But what was I saying? Oh, some of that stuff is I always say, like, a lot of us original people, we're weird because we're juggalos, and now like people are trying to be weird to be a juggalo, and it's a byproduct of who we are. It's not something we do to be juggalos, or to be
not just to be juggalos, but like also like in the aspect, and I've said this countless times, but I feel like a lot of these younger artists, they didn't come up on that scene, the way we did, and I feel like the mainstream aspect of like showing dark imagery through their like music and all that shit, it's not like they spent their time growing up listening to that shit. I mean, some of them might have, but Billie Eilish, I guarantee you, wasn't sitting in her fucking room listening to fucking, Lotus and shit, or listening to fucking Isolated Beingz, or listening to fucking Triple MFD or SKR back in the day, like, or Dark Half, like,
right.
But she put on like it's just this thing. I don't know what it is. It's what's going on with the dark imagery and shit. A lot of conspiracy theorists come out and they're like, oh well, it's because they're showing their satanic rituals and da 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 da. And I'm like, no, they're trying to be edgy.
Yeah, they did back in fucking 95 and 96 when
right. We were that. We invented that.
We already rode the edge all the way to the very fucking end. There ain't no more edge left to go.
Right.
But they don't know the existence of that. Like they don't even know our world exists aside from ICP. Like they know, like they think horrorcore rap, their extent of their knowledge on that is ICP and fucking Tyler the Creator. You know, like that's all they fucking know. You know, like
To bring it back to Bartleboss' point is we're just trying to tell stories.
Yeah.
It ain't really about being edgy or anything like that. We just want to tell stories. We just want to tell, whether it be horror stories or a crackhead in the alley type of story or any type of story. We're just like, we're starving artists. We just want our stories to be told. It's fun.
right,
It's
man.
fun gathering around the campfire, telling those spooky ass stories,
Hell yeah,
all
man.
that type of
Oh
shit.
As,
And
as should, man. Don't
y'all
take the fun out of it.
tell
You
the
know,
real stories too. Like you're talking about serial killers and like real
right.
horror, not just like, oh, Freddy, Jason. Like I love that shit. But y'all
Well,
talking
To a
about
degree.
with this new album, we got the two tracks I was talking about earlier, "Drinking in the Rain" and "Zombie." Those are probably our two more serious tracks, to where we're talking about like suicide and addiction and stuff like that too. So we do touch on real aspects of shit.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But you know,
Missing person. Missing
we
person is
still
another good one.
get missing persons. Like we still touch on like serious subject that is almost taboo. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody
Yeah.
wants to rap that shit. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to put herself out there like that. But yeah, I have no problem talking about
That's what
my
appealed to us in the
like that
first
on wax.
place, you know? Like that's like we don't listen to the music we listen to because it's spooky. We listen to it because it's real. And like
Right. There's messages
Ticket,
behind
please,
the
thanks.
gore.
Walk through the door.
yeah.
Right.
What
Right.
I've
Walls of
always
illusions.
what I've always told Two Face is, you know, I make music that I want to hear. I talk about shit that I want
Me
to.
too.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of shit I'm on. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear about some fucked up shit. Just because I'm thinking about something fucked up or something I've gone through earlier in my life, I just want to, you know, even though it's some shit you might want to forget about or some shit you're dealing with at the time, it's still some shit. Like music has that fucking power that can just be like, yeah, I'm feeling this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what I do. I do shit that I want to fucking hear. You know what I mean? I
No.
rap about shit I want to listen to. I want to be like,
Do you
yeah, I
guys
that. You know what I
do
mean?
you guys think that there is a lane though for like the evolution of the sound in our genre
I'm just hoping that
respectively?
I'm honestly just hoping this goofy shit just stops. Honestly, this goofy shit is getting out of hand, in my opinion.
I don't hate the
What
goofy shit.
I'm
I
just
just feel like
curious,
it's
like what
going
do you
too
mean goofy
far.
shit?
The
Can you
show's
give
your
me an
butthole
example?
crew.
Oh, that shit. Like
I'm
No,
the
Not not
I feel like
obviously
not
like
hating on it,
there's a
but
ceiling. I feel like at some point like a little bit of goofy's fine, but when
right.
that's
I mean,
everything,
I got that track, my fucking dingaling. You know what I mean? I was on some goofy shit there. You know what I'm saying? But
although
it was all
there's
and
some
then I
really
moved on
dope
from it. I mean,
there's some really dope goofy artists that I fuck with really hard though. Like Mike
right,
P.
right.
Mike P is a goofy motherfucker, but his music is like thought
Hey
out.
man, I bumped Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah.
Ain't no thing. Like it's just sometimes I like I need one track. Just give me one funny track. Give me two funny tracks at tops.
right.
But the whole gimmick, it's not for me. And I'm not hating. A
I'll
lot
give
of
it
people are making like a wave. You know what I mean?
right,
if it works for you, it works for you. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
like I said,
It
I'll
ain't
make some
us.
shit here and there. You know
I,
what I'm saying? I say goofy shit in our rap sometimes too, but we
Right.
don't. We like to stick to the basic elements of horrorcore. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We might dabble in it here and there. You know what I'm saying? But that's not our thing. We're not some fucking goofy motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's not what we're here to fucking
Right.
promote.
I mean, I feel
Right.
like
I'll give you an example. Oh, go ahead, Bart. My bad.
I feel like our genre, so to speak, is split in like several different ways. Like there's the guys that want to do like, hey, I'm a good
Too many
rapper.
ways.
I want to do rap and I want to like knowledge and Frankie V and like guys that they come with the bars. And then there's like Scum and you guys that are like, hey, horrorcore is where we're at. This is what we do. And I
Right.
feel like some people like latched onto the goofy side of fucking like ICP and shit. And they're like, this is what we do now. And like, there's a few artists that I really fuck with, but then there's a few that are like, they've taken that way too far. But I feel like it's the case for every one of those splits. Like,
Right.
people take it like either they're just doing all verse, no fucking chorus, or they're
we're already
watered down horrorcore.
We're already a niche genre, and now we're doing a niche within a niche and within a niche. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like there ain't good. Like that's why I don't know.
I think where my shit stops at. I think where my interest stops at when it comes to like the goofiness is guys that can make it work for their gimmick, like Clockwork E, for example. They can make it work.
Right.
And like Riff and Carry, they know how to make it work.
Riff and Carry, but they do. The funny thing about Riff and Carry is they're really fucking goofy, but every once in a while they'll pull a fucking like real track out of their back pocket, and man, do they hit when they hit, you know.
Well, it's kind of like comedians when they do a serious role. Like you don't expect it; it comes out of left field, but they do really fucking good with it. You know, like
right.
Jim Carrey.
Goes back to what I was saying earlier. I don't go out of my way to hate on anybody, but at the same time, that goofy shit is just not for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right. It's not your cup of tea.
That's fine. And if you're successful off of it, that's even better. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating by any means.
Right.
It's not. I like to stick to the roots of horrorcore is what I'm saying.
It shouldn't be measured, but it shouldn't measure the expectations of what our genre is supposed to be.
Right.
Exactly. Right. It should be straight. At the end of the day, it should be fucking violent. And we like to put we're trying to put horror back in the horrorcore. Every album we do, every track we do, we want to put that scary aspect into it. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Well, that's what I find.
Yeah, we know it's not for everybody. It ain't for everybody. We already know that.
Well, that's what
I go into work every day.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I find it interesting, like, you know, you can't even label an artist anymore because I'm like, oh, you're a horrorcore artist. Well, I'm not really a horrorcore artist. I'm an underground artist. Or, oh, you're a juggalo. That's the one I never call anyone anymore as a juggalo artist because the people that are claiming juggalo artists are the ones that probably are pretty far from it. And
what do y'all feel for artists that are like we mentioned Jelly Roll earlier? We understand his roots and like, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, we miss the old Jelly, and I get that, you know, like I grew up on that shit. But like artists that are in our scene, like myself, for instance, that want to grow past, like I don't want to say grow past where we're at now. Like I guess have a, you know, outside of this world that we are in, outside of our genre, outside of our community, reach, you know, other lanes of music, reach other, you know, fan bases and other communities out there, you know, and have, you know, not do it for the sake of I'm doing this to just make money, but I'm doing this for, you know, I want to see how far I can take this. You know, I want to see how far I can go.
It's kind of a conflicted situation to where you're like, you know what I'm saying? It's still underground at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's still underground.
Yeah.
If you're
until it's not.
You know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. It's all underground in my eyes. But like I said, I sway towards more to the dark shit, and that's what I like to really represent. And I think that's what IB tries to put ourselves at. Is just, yeah, those motherfuckers are off the wall. Not on the goofy shit, but on some straight fucking abrasive, like, what the fuck did they just say? You know what I'm saying? Like, some wild shit. We've got tracks that, like I said, we're damn near 20 years deep. You can go back to some of our tracks now and be like, what the fuck did he just say? That shit would not fly nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of the shit we said, hey, you know what I mean? Like, they were like, these motherfuckers gotta go. You know, these motherfuckers are too wild.
Right.
But I love that, you know, it's written on the tin though with you guys. There's no guessing what you're gonna get with a new IBA album, because I mean, yeah, there's variation and it's gonna sound different. It's gonna be different and fresh, but like we know you're not gonna come on and be, you know, silly, goofy, singy, doing like overly silly skits and shit. You know, we know what IB's about. We know what we're gonna get out of the sound.
When I saw the fucking,
don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. When we exactly. Maggot Mouth has, if there's a time and a place where we feel like some goofy skits would be like fit into the album, we're gonna do it. But it just never came up. But it's not gonna be like the whole album and following the next album.
Yeah.
Like on our last album, we did Psycho Cinema. We had a track called Clickbait, and all it was a fucking fart, and it was a real fart for me.
Remember,
no lie. It was a genuine Ruthless Rob fart at a fucking
It's
motel.
a troll like a motherfucker. It was a real fart. Oh my god! I bet the studio stank.
I recorded
it. I bet the studio was stank.
I put my ass and I recorded that fucking fart, and it was, it's a fart. And,
and guess what? We made our producer mix it.
Yeah, he had to mix it. Dizzy Dahmer had to mix that fart to a T.
He sat there for an hour. They had a little bit of echo to this part.
A little extra bass.
A little delay. Let me EQ this part.
He was cursing you under his breath for the entire time.
Give a flanger to it.
It was definitely.
They're like,
this motherfucker sent me a fart to mix. God damn.
Oh my god. That's gotta be in like his like best fucking top stories of like producing. Like,
man, I gotta say I do love Psycho Cinema too. It's probably my favorite. I've not heard the rest of this album yet, and I can't wait. But Psycho
honestly
Cinema is up there for me.
For this album, it's my favorite now.
Hell yeah.
I think this is my favorite album that we've dropped.
I do feel like Psycho Cinema was a little bit more on the lighter side, even though their tracks really came with it. Like even just like
it was
with you in the movie theaters and shit. Like, you got a little bit more.
It was fun.
Yeah,
it was more fun.
I wouldn't say silly, but like the lighter.
Well, no, yeah, but
lighter horrorcore.
Yeah, lighter horrorcore. Yeah,
but it's still fresh. There were some songs on Psycho Cinema too that just brought it though with the horrorcore.
Jesus Christ, it was a 14-second part.
Hell yeah.
That was the one we were able to record. There's one in Cabin Rock. Cabin Rock should have been recorded. That shit was like that shit.
Yeah, next album.
He said, that Cabin Rock was so many years ago. It was a part that you remember that long ago.
Yo, seriously. So he was with his baby mama, and she went to go take a shower, and he'd been holding it in. So he runs out to me, and he just lets it rip. And I'm thinking 25 to 30 seconds.
It might be
on the floor.
Might be a record.
Hell yeah.
That should have been on the album.
Bartleboss is gonna caption this like in the title and just be like talking about
this is gonna be one of the shorts. I'm starting to do shorts. This is gonna be one of the shorts. We talking about.
Hey man, the reels are smart. That's a smart move. I like that shit.
It's been helping. I've gotten 5 subscribers and I don't know if it's you guys or the reels, but I'm gonna give you guys the credit for it because I mean IB, bro. Why not?
The reels are good. I like them.
Wait till they hear about this fart. You're probably gonna get like fucking.
Right. Wait for the IB reels. It's gonna be both things. So we're gonna have 40 subscribers after.
Well, if you're gonna put it on TikTok, you better hurry up because I think they're about to ban that shit.
I've been uploading shit to TikTok too.
Well, they're banning that shit. So
if we go any longer, you might get a authentic Ruthless Rob.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
He's got one brewing in the chamber.
Yeah, I got a.
He said live and in person.
I got a Vancouver fart just brewing right now.
Oh no! Oh god! Give me a heads up so I can take the headphones off.
Ecto Joe says H.P. Lovecraft is my shit. Anthony LeBrun says Lovecraft was the first favorite track that introduced him to Bleezy Poe. Hell yeah!
Clickbait part 2.
Put some dubstep in
it. Yeah, remix. You gotta remix the fart.
Yeah, I'll put the fart. Yeah, I'll put the fart in Dropbox later. Yo.
Yeah.
You're gonna put it in his Dropbox. That's fucking wild.
That is wild, bro.
I have a fear of farting like in front of people. Like it's damn near impossible for me to do it. Like it's happened. Don't get me wrong, but like I have this weird fucking like self-conscious fear of farting in front of people.
I take in front of people, man.
I can't do it. I just can't. Like my body won't let me.
When me and Toothface started hanging out back in the early days, tell them about the mall stories, man.
I would just be walking me and him walking side by side into the mall. We pass somebody. He lets one rip. I'm the one laughing.
Those people at the ball.
No, it was loud and proud.
Bro,
oh my god,
loud and proud.
I kid you not.
And I'm the one laughing. So everybody's looking at me.
When I was a teenager, my mom, rest her soul, we would be at Blockbuster. She'd come up behind one of me or my brother, rip the loudest fucking fart, and then scream our name and walk away and be like,
"That's awesome."
What the fuck? Like,
that's awesome.
Blame it on y'all.
All right, so bottom fucking line is, goofy shit is acceptable as long as it's fucking farts.
Right.
Dick and fart jokes.
Dick and fart jokes all day.
It's always funny. They'll always be funny.
But
those two, sometimes dick fart jokes are
segue out
even
of the
funny.
fart conversation because we've been having it for like 20 minutes now. Something going back to what you guys would be working on after this album dropped. You know, as you said, Nate Money was on the show a couple weeks back, and he teased a little something with this bad boy, Tomb of Terror. And I think he said that we might be seeing IB on the very first track, the second track.
Two separate tracks.
Right.
I'm on one, he's on one.
Oh shit! Oh yeah.
So we're not even on the same track.
I won't pry you guys for information because Nate didn't give it to me, but I just wanted to throw that back out there into the world. Keep an eye out for that as well. I'm super excited for that, especially you guys and Nate Money. Anytime I see you guys on the same track with him, it's like Christmas, you know. I get
for the album, we have a track with Nate, and we are discussing a date to film the music video for it. So that'll be fun.
Hell yeah.
And you might see a little Bloodlust cameo, just because. Why wouldn't he be in the music video?
Right, man. Or AJ. God, what's his name?
AJ Slice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I get
Crowhan says, I swear to God, Bartle, what did I do?
I do want to clarify though that he was a nice fucking guy, but he just the way he looked. It's just Jesus. I'm 5'2", and it's just this tall ass demon guy with these glowing ass contacts, just chilling in the back of the crowd, smoking a fucking cigarette, or I don't know what he was smoking, blunt maybe, and then fucking.
Hey, tip your bartenders.
Just chopping it up.
The first time I met,
definitely one of a kind. I can tell you that.
Right. The first time I met those guys, I went, and this is like the first time I've gone to an underground show in forever. I went to Cody Manson's Shadow Snuff tour, and they opened up, and they
that was a great tour.
Maybe it wasn't the Shadow Snuff tour. Anyway, they opened up because that was Scum. They opened up, and like there was barely anyone in the crowd, so they weren't really getting any fucking like reception. And Blood was like, "Hey, you guys sleeping out there?" And I was just sitting there fucking loving it. I was loving every second of it. And as soon as they got off stage, I had to go up and like say what's up to them. And bro, Bloodlust was intimidating the first time I talked to him, but like 2 minutes in, I'm like, this guy is so fucking down to earth.
Well, yeah, you remember I got on the fucking
bear.
And I
camera.
think he just wanted my soul, really, is what it was.
Yeah, like
I
went live with you that night. That was the night that I went live at the Gathering on the Bartle House, and we ran into fucking Nate Money, and I got the camera, and some dude jumps in front of fucking Nate Money with his big ass bright light aiming it at my fucking camera and shit, fucking that up. Gathering's too much sometimes, man.
That's what it was. Certified. It's like,
y'all gotta come to the Tomwood Float down here in Arkansas, man. Like, that's where I'm at now. Y'all need to come down here to the Tomwood Float, and yeah, it is from the East Coast, but man, it'd be worth it, man. It's like a gathering for the OGs.
I need to
Tom,
get here, man.
Tom Woods the homie. I love Tom Woods is my boy, so you never know. You might see Isolated Beingz pull up at a float one day, or you never know.
Hell yeah, man.
Bloodlust is like Sasquatch from Tenacious D.
He is.
He's like, oh, I love you so fucking much, Sasquatch. I love you so much, Bloodlust.
Bro, he be sending me like voice messages all the time, and they just they're really wrong, and I love every fucking minute of them.
It's a bunch of bloodlust ramblings. Let me tell you something, brother.
Yeah, he'll go on like regular topics.
It's
But
like
then
the Hulk Hogan.
he always comes back to his initial thought.
Let me tell you something, brother.
It's like an old 80s fucking it's like an old 80s fucking tag team fucking wrestler promo. He's like, let me tell you something, brother. I'm coming through. Here's my man, yo.
I feel like the East Coast here, there's so many underrated people like you guys and Nate and Bloodlust. Like, not enough people are talking about y'all, and that's why I always talk about y'all, because I think, man, East Coast is the best coast. Sorry, Miss Al. East Coast is.
I'm from the East Coast. Technically, the Mid South is like still along the lines of like the East Coast region.
No, I don't even consider I can't even talk. I don't even consider Ohio East Coast. Like, if you're not on the coast, you're not East Coast.
Right. I when we talk East Coast, I think New York, New Jersey, fucking PA. You know, parts of the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Like all that's East Coast, Boston.
Going along the lines of what I was saying, though, who do you feel, guys, is like somebody who's extremely overlooked and needs a little more fucking noise?
Isolated bands, Ruthless Rob, of course.
100%.
There you go. Great answer.
Like,
now,
shit. I mean, Killer Society, man. People should start paying attention to these guys. Killer Society is fucking making noise. If you're really into this fucking high paced shit, trap metal style shit, I think Killer Society is onto something, and I think people should start paying attention to Killer Society, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
100%, man. .50 Reloaded. I just dropped a little while ago, and it's underrated. And I know Crewhand's gonna give me shit because I never play their music. It was just I was having a bitch of a time trying to find it.
You gotta play Motivation, man. Motivation is the shit.
There was 3 songs I could find that I played all the time.
I love Motivation. That is great.
But man, I was having a bitch trying to find some.
That's my jam.
He's starving like Marvin.
Well, and then what? We just had How to Dig Your Own Grave Volume 1, which came out, which was, a collab between Blotter Gang and the guys over there.
Wasn't Grim Smiles?
Grim Smiles and Knowledge.
Knowledge, yeah.
Oh, they got a nice little clique representing each other, and they fresh as shit. I love Grim Smiles, Knowledge, and my boys on Killer Society.
Man, I just feel like everybody down in your area. I love where I'm at in Pennsylvania.
Nate Money, Bloodlust,
a little bit south, over there in Baltimore with y'all. There's so many dope acts that are just out of reach.
We do it every 3 to 4 months. We have a nice little show.
I keep saying
it's very chill.
I gotta make
very chill
out there.
You're welcome at my place if you need a place to stay for the night.
My issue is I'm a stay-at-home dad, and my girl works all the fucking time.
Right.
So that's my biggest
I understand that too.
I gotta be there for the kids.
Right.
But yeah, I gotta make the trip out 100%.
Well, that's why I haven't been coming down to y'all's place. Remember, Ruthless did the show with Shaggy 2 Dope. I would have been there, but one, I didn't really at the time. I had just had the kid, and I was not up for paying the pay to play yet.
Yeah.
And I wasn't really trying to make the trip down there, but it's gonna happen eventually, and we're gonna expect to see your ass.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I've had conversation. Oh, I'm counting on it, bro. I might bite back. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna eat your legs, which is an old fucking beef tiger thing. But I've been talking to a few people, Nate, and before he got exiled from I'm not even gonna say his name, the other guy that was promoting around here before he got kicked out of the scene. We were trying to find places up here that would host you guys. We're trying to find more in Pennsylvania because I know that we have the Reverb, but they're iffy on underground shows. With
I don't understand because we all buy beer.
Right.
I buy
just
at least
think,
10 beer.
people come out, but
The liquor
me
tabs.
and Gunsmoke have been talking a while. He's the guy right now who's like really trying to find places here in Pennsylvania. And I'm 100% behind Gunsmoke. We're trying to figure it out. We're trying to get more of a scene out here so we can get guys like you up here.
The last time I talked to Gunsmoke at the last Shamrock show, he's been talking about trying to put something on of HMAC with Isolated Beingz. So maybe I'll talk to him again this Saturday. Maybe
you guys let me know immediately so I have time. But I will
Shout out to Gunsmoke and Old Man West.
I will, 100%. I'm bummed I didn't get to see Old Man West at the Christmas show because of tech issues. But man, I want to see Old Man West too.
He got a handsome voice.
I know he does. I saw him at Joffalo weekend, and that's where I saw Knowledge for the first time. I saw a lot of really dope. And that was really the spark, that kept me going and got me doing the show the way I'm doing it.
How far is Baltimore from like PA?
It's
2 hours, give or take.
PA is like a general term because PA is fucking huge. I always tell people PA is huge.
Well, wherever you are, Bartle, like how far are y'all?
It's not far. It's like
2 to Philly,
3 hours.
2 to Philly, 4 to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's probably like 3 hours from me to you guys.
So next year, I want to take like a little road trip. Just do some like promotion, maybe hit some shows up and shit like that. And the East Coast looks like a good place to hit up, man. So if this shit pans out,
it's chill and it's fun, man.
Yeah, man. I would need you over here, Mid South, for sure.
Yeah, I'll come visit everybody.
Been trying to get my boys from West Virginia, Zombie Cult. I know they've been trying to come down here and do some shows with y'all, but they're like, "Oh, well, we got a show in PA. You coming?" I'm like, "Where?" And they're like, "Erie." I'm like, "That's the other side of PA. I'm not driving 4 hours."
That's a tight ass name, though.
Oh, Zombie Cult's super fucking fresh. I love those guys.
Erie, PA.
Oh, Erie.
Yeah, we did a show. We did a show with some in Dark Half one time in Pittsburgh, and we didn't think it was gonna be that long of a drive. What was it, like fucking 6-hour drive and shit or something like that?
Yeah.
God damn.
It was probably 4. It was probably maybe 5. Like if my ass got lost.
We're like, we'll do the show, and we're like in the car, like, damn, when the fuck are we going to get there? Like, yeah, Pennsylvania is a fucking huge. Fucking
and
state.
it's you drive. It's just trees for forever.
We were in Steel City. It was like all warehouses.
Yeah, that's Pittsburgh.
Warehouse.
In a fucking bridge.
Man,
Yeah.
So when I went to Joffalo weekend in Jersey, my car broke down getting gas as I left the fucking motel. Like after I checked out, and I was on my way home, and I had to ride with the fucking tow truck all the way back to PA, and it got around where I live, and he started seeing like the horse and buggies and the fucking Amish people, and they were fucking tripping. They were tripping out on that shit. I'm like, oh, that's just pass them. Like that's just a normal fucking thing around here.
That's the first time I seen an Amish. It freaked me the fuck out. I'm like, these are real. That's real. It's fucking real. It's like the movies.
I was just saying when Nate Money and me broke down at the like on the way back to the gathering, he was in Philly, and we had to get the tow truck, and we drove 2 hours back.
At least
I was so fucking pissed.
At least
I was still pissed though.
Like Philly is not.
Yeah, but I wanted to be home in my bed.
Also, I mean, breaking down at Philly in general is just awful. Going to Philly in general, I'm gonna talk shit about Philly. Fuck it. Hoagie's gonna come find me.
I'm fine with Philly. That's my wrestling place. That's where all the good wrestling goes nowadays.
I like Philly. Philly's a dope city. I like Philly a lot. Philly's cool as shit.
I don't like driving in Philly. That's I think my biggest issue.
I don't like driving in Baltimore.
I mean, fuck.
Or DC.
I live in the middle of farm ass,
especially
nowhere,
DC.
So I don't like driving in the cities. Hell yeah, man. What do I got here? I had one more track I was gonna throw up. This is not IB, but I did tell Cryptic. Ectojoe says I like Philly. You guys are just from the city. I think. I'm from fucking the furthest thing from a city. But somebody who's gonna be on your show, on the show Saturday. Like I said, an amazing live act, and
opens at 4:20, unusual time. So I like to reiterate that it's going to be opening at 4:20 p.m. and it should be an early show.
And it's a
That's what I
free
was about
show,
to say.
right?
Y'all probably
Everything at
start an
Shamrock
early show then, yeah.
free.
Yeah, the music's gonna start probably around 5. Yeah, it's a free show.
Is it all ages or is it 18 plus?
I think
It's 21 and over. What we get around that?
Okay. Hell yeah.
as long as there's no kids on the dance floor, like little kids.
Right. But like I said, I got a track. This is somebody who's gonna be on the show. Nihilistic. I played a few
On
times
the album Ledford Tape.
on the thing. This is Nihilistic with Run Grass. Something. Run. I fucking lost it. Great. I need an intern. If anybody's looking to not get paid and do all the bitch work, I'm hiring.
We need to start a podcast where we just watch crappy ass shitty horror movies, and me, you, and Rob can watch them and call it Psycho Cinema.
Funny thing is I have fucking done that with a homie. I actually used to run a series on my on the base of what this channel was built on, called horror movie double creature. It was creature feature double feature. It was something stupid like that, and we would just watch two shitty movies together and talk about them. And man, I love shitty movies. Like that's
as long as the first movie's Demonic Toys.
Oh hell yes. So I don't
or
like
Doll Man versus Demonic Toys.
Look, I don't like good horror movies. I like shit. I like the absolute. I'm all for Full Moon and like.
Yeah, Full Moon is the shit. I grew up on that shit. I still love.
I have a bootleg copy of Sorority Babes from the Slime Ball Dollarama, and I got it signed by the big dude, the big stoner dude in the beginning. I was so fucking excited for that. Anyway, this is Run, Touch Grass by Nihilistic.
Yeah.
Living underground with the past, I'm a problem. Someone said my mama that she should've had a daughter. That'd probably been a lot easier on her. Like probably a lot, cause I'm a fucking chupacabra killing all these motherfuckers. It's a fucking debacle. And you can never stop them like your papa's fucking condo when they're busted trying to keep it raw. I guess it's your mom. Every single time I try to live in the dark, gotta find a bottom deep inside. I'm gonna miss to survive. I don't want to even try. But when you get with your die, you tell me I'll be your father. I'm gonna lost my mind. It's a little more than getting lost around. Touch the grass. I'm gonna become a little bit of a bitch. I'm fucking fast. Give it a roll. Give it a roll. Sticking the giving it a blast. Touch it was getting addicted. I said it about my gut. Send it back. Who next? Oh, that's the facts. You gotta go back to class. Hold up. No, let me ask your ass. Tell me what was the last time that you touched some grass? Wind up in a lake, got a big long shit list that you don't wanna make. Maybe ain't gonna be a case if they don't find a fucking face. Yeah, let me rip that shit fast. Ain't like you made it, but you just so bitch ass. Giving in great whiplash. Get about my wire, little fuck up grip grass. Yo, y'all stick it to my face, bitch. Y'all blank staring like I got speaking. Seven yo, killing like a little face chasing. Devil's rejecting like that great dog saying. Little motherfucking bitch, you better get it from my way. I'm a review when the biscuit. I'm some motherfucking sick of this delusional shit. But if I hear another lick, I get your waist split quick. I was never given a moment to give it a hand. I had to go on it. There was never anything good. Become a second. I wasn't known. That I was a reckless, but I was born. I'm million. I never ever know. Just so when they ask me what the chick was until in the moment, how much did I know? And they know. Oh, that's the facts. You gotta go back to class. Don't wanna. No, let me ask your ass. the last time that you touched some grass? Oh, that's the facts, you gotta go back to class, hold up. No, let me ask your ass. Tell me when was the last time that you touched some grass?
That was Run, Touch Grass by
Wow.
Nihilistic.
Yeah.
Very
That
different.
was different.
His style is
Yeah.
very different. Like I like it more live. I don't know why. It's just something about the
I'm gonna say something real quick. Is that Nihilistic? I really think that when he finds his voice, it is gonna be great. He just needs
It
to
kinda-
find his voice.
I feel like
It reminded me of like
Here-
Ghostmane and like a mix of Ghostmane and fucking like I don't know. His voice kind of reminded me like if fucking goddamn. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his fucking name, man. He's a fucking legendary old school rapper that did the bedtime story. Fucking eye patch, Slick Rick. Like it reminded me like if like Slick Rick did Ghostmane.
Right. So I've told him before. I feel like sometimes the music drowns out his voice and his lyrics, and
Yes, it's very bass heavy.
and I've told him before. I think it's just the mix. Like he's
The
got
kids love that shit though now. Like they're
He's
all
very
about
young.
that ear rape shit.
Yeah, he is he's a very young guy.
He's very young.
He's a great dude to talk to.
I think once he finds his voice and once he finds like that perfect production, he's gonna shine.
Yeah, he's definitely on his way.
Cool. Cruel Hand says my man's a stallion. Man takes his shirt off every time and embarrasses my old ass.
He does.
With his
He
fucking
do be-
6-pack.
He do be stripping every single show.
Yeah.
That's one thing you can count on.
Wearing nothing but Danger Zone all over himself.
He
That
broke,
fucking cover
almost
art
broke his
freaked me.
neck at the.
That cover art tripped me out though. Like the fucking the dude's picture. Like I didn't realize it was the metal claw, the finger thing. I thought he had a
Right.
bird nest and he was strangling a fucking bird. Like that's what it looked like. I was like, this dude is intense. He out here killing birds. Like,
But I do
Baby
love-
birds.
Like I
Yeah.
said, anybody's going to the show, you'll know what I fucking mean. For some reason, when it's
so he's
live,
performing at that show.
yeah. For some
Tiny
reason,
Toons.
when it's live, it just sounds
Killing
good.
Tiny Toons in his hands.
Right. But yeah,
That
shout
is
out to
wild.
Nihilistic, bro. You're on your way. Like I said, you gotta find your voice. And
So you say you've seen him perform live before?
There's recordings on the video of him. On the
You haven't seen him in person yet?
He's probably done a couple shows with me. He's definitely got talent. Like I said, it's in there. He just started.
Right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he'll find his way, like you said.
I can't wait to see his progress because I mean, I've come a long way. I mean, Rob's been doing his thing for a long time, but the first couple Isolated Beingz albums, you could tell I'm still finding my way. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I feel you.
We all got room to
podcast
grow.
is still like fucking dog shit.
We never stop growing. We never stop.
Yeah, never stop.
We're going from 5th place to 1st place next year, though. Watch out, Aaron. I'm coming. Also, I want to see.
Acknowledge me.
Ledford Tapes better get that fucking album of the year next year. Everybody in the chat, I expect to see y'all names voting for Ledford Tapes next year.
Boy pulled out the ports.
I'll throw the link up for sure. Oh, let's see it. Oh, it's so crisp.
Yeah, I just opened this one today.
Oh, that's nice.
You see it here first. The inside book.
That's nice.
Got that motherfucking barcode. Yeah.
So
who does your physical distributions? Do y'all do it yourself or
CD Baby?
CD Baby. I didn't know CD Baby was still running. I thought
yeah.
they shut down. Oh shit.
We've been using CD Baby since like day one.
Hell yeah. I remember
did your
when CD
artwork?
Baby was on and cracking, man.
Who put together the cover and shit and the art?
Oh, my guy Antonio Varello, his name is Supreme Graphics on Instagram. Supreme Graph X. He's done all my shit since Kirsten's birth and on up. Once he did Kirsten's birth for me, he did Maggot Mouth, he did Psycho Cinema, he did Last House by the Cemetery. He did Baltimore Butcher. He's like our go-to guy now. So his name's Supreme Graph X on Instagram. Look him up, man. He's fucking dope as fuck. I told Rob,
I said, do I need to buy a cassette tape and write all these names down, take a picture? He said, no, my graphic designer can do that.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. When you put it out on cassette, though, is the question.
I think the dude is legit like cousins with Zitro too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
So he does his shit as well. Man. I think they're like genuinely related. I think they're like you know what I'm saying, down by law type shit. So yeah, man, fucking Supreme Graphics. He's always pulling up these fucking dope ass covers for us nowadays. Like I said, I've been using it for like the past like 6-7 years now. So, and we've been using him for like the past like 6-7 years. So, yeah, man, check him out, Supreme Graphics.
Yeah, I'll have to fucking do that.
I'm definitely peep him out.
I mean, I have my own artist buddy that I could never fucking cheat on, but I definitely will be checking that shit out. I know there's a bunch
crazy, like what I'll do is like I'll doodle something on like a piece of cardboard or a piece of paper or something, and I'll send it to him, and he makes it like 10 times fucking better than what I fucking envision. You know what I mean? Like,
hell yeah.
I draw it down. Like I'm a pretty good drawer myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'll try my best to like get my point across with these little rough draft pictures I make and shit and send to him, and he just does it fucking justice. You know what I'm saying? He's worth every penny. So,
I like the emphasis on like your shit, like on the front cover.
Yeah, the ski mask and the cassette tape.
Yeah,
right by the toolbox.
Right.
That
it looks fresh. Yeah,
he's very
bloody ski mask.
You could tell the guy likes what he's doing too. You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell he like genuinely.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not like a hobby for him. If you go on his page, man, he's like doing mixtapes for like everybody and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dude, this
basic stuff.
Does he have a flat rate, or does he like fluctuate or depend on what he's doing?
I mean, as far as I've known him, it's been flat rate for me. I don't know if his shit's changed because he's gotten more work or just because he fucks with me because I've been like a day one customer, but it's been pretty much flat rate for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's pretty reasonable. I'm not he's not going to charge your arm and a fucking leg.
Right.
Maybe your arm, not the leg.
Hell yeah. I respect artists because it's something I don't have the skill for. I can't draw for the shit. I can take images and like piece shit together and like play with filters and shit. You know, like
you're pretty good though. You're pretty good though.
The thumbnail tonight was
thumbnails are pretty good.
You know, combining your album obviously with the image I used to make your Into the Echo side card when I was doing that whole. I have it here.
Hell yeah,
the fucking Into the Echo side card thing, which
wow.
that was a whim of the moment type thing. So if I didn't make one for y'all,
karma +2, man. What's up?
I try to keep it balanced with the game because I'm a huge fucking nerd. So I was like, what's balanced?
I've never played it actually.
So I tried to.
You gotta make us a rare Pokemon fossil, yo. You know what I'm saying?
If anything, I'll make you into a magic card because I'm a magic nerd as fuck. So
do you have a fucking Midside Monster card, Bartle?
Didn't I? No. So
you need to make. I want to see that shit.
I made the first run with a couple like people that I really fuck with, and then my inbox got fucking flooded. It got flooded by people that wanted them, and I just got so overwhelmed. I'm like,
so it just became supply and demand at that point.
I even had a dude that was like, "I'll pay you," and I'm like, "No, if you really want it that bad, I'll just do it. Like, I'm not here to make money off somebody else's gimmick."
Right.
And see, that's my thing with the whole like artistic vibe of everything. Like, I've never gotten into producing. I've never gotten into graphics and shit like that because I don't have the patience for it and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have patience for that kind of shit. I'd rather just rap and just let somebody else mix it, let somebody else make the cover. I just want to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean,
we just flangered everything. We just put effects on it and sent it to Dizzy and like.
I'm sure Mid-South. Well, I'm sure Mid-South knows what a flanger is, right? No.
What is that?
It's an old school Pro Tools effect that we would put on everything. And Disney.
Oh, flanger.
Yeah, we'll call.
Oh yeah.
Flanger, tomato. You know.
I know what you're talking about now, though. That's what I just didn't know. I never heard it called flanger.
I guess that's the Baltimore language. That's the Baltimore language. Flanger, yo.
We never heard it spoken. We just saw it and just pronounced it our way.
Right.
Flanger that shit.
You talking about that damn flanger? You talking about that damn flanger, ain't
Hey, make that guy here with the crunchy black. You know that flanger, man.
Oh yeah, man. Say, man, that flame, man. You got that flame on there, man. I heard it, man. What you see, man?
You know I'm talking about.
Nah, talk about though, man. I heard that shit. I seen that shit. But what it really out?
Going back to something with Philly, we went to the Electric Factory and seen 3 6 Mafia and ICP one time, and Jelly Roll was there, Mad Child, Mushroom Head, and we was outside chilling, and fucking here comes Crunchy Black. I'm like, fuck, Crunchy fucking Black.
Right.
I got a picture with him, and I start speaking all kind of fucked up, like Memphis style fucking slang to him. That motherfucker look at me like I was fucking nuts. Like, what's up, man? What's up, Crunchy, man? You know what I'm saying, man? He's like,
hey, what's going on, man? Hey, babe, say, babe. Yeah, I have a Crunchy Black story. It's a kind of fucked up interaction because he was
real quick though.
Go ahead.
Crunchy is definitely not the most talented of the 3 6 Mafia, but he's definitely the most entertaining of the 3 6 Mafia.
He's a funny dude, man.
Crunchy
He's
Black
a funny ass dude.
You know what I'm saying?
Crunchy has that. I got stories of Crunchy from some of the OGs and shit, but that's their stories. But like,
Crunchy Black's that motherfucker. I'm telling you, yo. Crunchy Black's
like,
the man.
he legit used to rob motherfuckers in Memphis. Like, he legit used to rob people, bro. He was a crazy motherfucker. Like, he stole from everybody in 3 6 Mafia down there. Like,
and he can dance.
Like, that motherfucker wild, bro. Like, he was on some shit, like cokehead out the ass too.
Hey,
but no,
that's Crunchy for you, bro.
Yeah, he was on a radio show on Blog Talk Radio back in the day, and I fucking called in and I was like, if I spit some bars for you, you got to give me a free feature. And he said, all right, bet. You know, so I did it, and he's like, all right, you know what? I like it. I give you a free feature. So like, I hit him up on Twitter and everything, and we were supposed to actually do this fucking collab and shit. Well, he was on the radio show like again, like a week later, and I called back in and I said, yo, like, you've been ghosting me on Twitter. What's up? What's up with that collab? And he changed his whole tune. He was like, nah, fuck that. I'm blocking you. He blocked me on Twitter, bro. Fucking Crunchy crazy as shit, bro. Whatever, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck out of here.
We were supposed to do a track with Lord Infamous before his untimely passing.
Man.
And we ended up doing a track with C6.
I got something. And it's I can't let nobody hear it yet. But my boy Mexavelli just acquired a fucking open verse track, unreleased, Koopstanika and Lord Infamous.
Oh, that's gonna be fucking fire.
And we're gonna do something with it. I'm gonna holler at him, man, and be like, yo, he wants to do like a little cypher thing with the one with Lord Infamous and T-Rock on it.
You know, it's crazy. I always thought Koopsta and Crunchy were like I always swayed towards those guys, and Infamous, of course, but Infamous, Koopsta,
I was an Infamous guy.
Me too.
Obviously, it's Juicy and Paul all day, but if you really want to get down to the other ones, man, it's a bunch of talent there, man. Project Pat, you know what I'm saying? Gangsta Boo, LeChat.
Yeah, rest in peace to half of them motherfuckers, man. Like, it's crazy. Or half of 3 6 Mafia are fucking gone now, man.
Even fucking Chrome, yo. Remember when Chrome came out?
Shit, man. If we do it like a cypher style, like he's talking about, I'll shop the idea. I'll shop the idea of putting y'all on that shit, because I think that'd be dope.
Bro, hell yeah, I'm all over that.
Well, you heard it here first.
Oh yeah, Shout out to Gangsta Boo too. Anthony
Yeah.
Big T. Big T said, "Rest in peace to Coopsta, Gangsta Boo, and Lord Infamous." It's crazy how like three of
Yeah,
three of the
half our
six, I guess you could say, are
So
just
when I
and
met Boo in I believe it was the High Tone she performed at for a Christmas. It was a Christmas show that she did. Man, you want to talk about somebody who has got nothing but like humble aura, like pure, beautiful karma surrounding them. Like she was, man, one of a kind, real as fuck, but like karma points like out the ass, like
right.
100%.
I can see that.
Yeah, Gangsta Boo was a real genuine fucking person, nice as hell. Would just talk to you, shake your hand and shit, and just chop it up with you and shit. LeChat, on the other hand, a little too wild, but she's still cool. She wild though. She's still useful for her age.
Nah, man, fucking, I still to this day, I still bump fucking When the Smoke Clears, the end,
Hell
World
yeah.
Domination, all that old school shit, man. I love that shit.
Hell yeah, man. You listen to you say you knew Skinny and all that, man. Go back and listen to King of the Players Fall from '97
Do you remember
and
Evil? Not Skinny Pimp, but
Evil
Evil Pimp.
Pimp.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Evil Pimp, man. He's cool people. I've
Yep.
never met him in person. I've chopped it up with him online a couple times. Al Capone, Al Capizzi. I met him a couple times. Man, it's crazy because like I was in the studio with a lot of these guys at Skinny's, and these dudes would just show up at random points and just chop it up, play dominoes or smoke with fucking Skinny and just chill, like. And I'd be trying to work in the studio and I'm losing my fucking shit. Like, oh my god, that's motherfucker. What? You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Shit's
man.
crazy.
I'm actually on a track with Skinny Pimp. Yeah, I don't know if you
Go
guys ever
for
heard
it.
of Hunter with Fifth Power, Raven Hunter.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I've talked to Raven Hunter before. He's a Maryland artist as well. He's one of my homeboys, one of my bros. I actually jumped on one of his tracks where Skinny is doing the hook and he's got a verse on there. And he knows that I was a big fan of that Memphis style shit. And I'm actually on a track with Raven Hunter and Skinny Black. If you ever want to look it up, it's called I think it's called like Roaches Scatter, something like that.
Hell yeah, man.
It turned out pretty fucking dope. You know what I mean?
Hell
So
yeah.
like I'm always doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah. It's funny you said skinny black because um that movie Hustle and Flow, a lot of people like they get that mixed up, Skinny Pimp, Skinny Black. But
Yeah,
where
we ain't talking about Ludacris. That's Skinny Black.
Ludacris's character Skinny Black in that movie was actually based on Skinny Pimp, and Skinny went to the shoot for that, and like I guess he met Terrence Howard and all that shit, and the way they brought it to him, like Ludacris is playing your character, he's the villain or whatever. You could tell like that was during the tension between 3-6 and Skinny. That was during the tension between Yo Gotti and 3-6, and Yo Gotti was recording in Skinny's studio before, back when he went by Lil Yo, before he became Yo Gotti. Yeah, and his ringtone went off, and it was a Yo Gotti ringtone. I guess the people on the set, like Terrence Howard and a couple of dudes, gave Skinny kind of like the cold shoulder over that because they were obviously, siding with 3-6 on that whole situation. It's crazy, like the history of like rap beefs and shit like that just came out of Memphis and hit like the mainstream when 3-6 and Bone Thugs were beefing. And then that shit revamped somehow because of Busy Bone, crazy ass. That shit revamped at the fucking, I don't know, did y'all watch the Versus? What was that, a couple years ago? Like it was a Versus.
It was 3-6 Bone Thugs. They had one with the Locks, and I think it was it D Block and Dipset or something like that?
Yeah. D Block versus Dipset, the Locks versus Dipset. That was crazy too. They fucking man, they made Dipset look so damn
But all jokes
outdated.
aside, though, you can't tell me Hustle and Flow is not a good movie. That is a really good movie, bro.
Oh yeah, it's like I've been to so many places where they like that they made famous in that movie, and like I'm like, oh, it's Crystal Palace, you know what I'm saying? Like that's that bridge, you know.
Yeah, Hustle and Flow is a real good, especially if you're an aspiring artist. You know what I'm saying? It's a real good watch.
Man. Right,
we did that mixtape. We did that mixtape and made Beat That Bitch rather than Whoop That Trick.
Whoop That Trick was Beat That Bitch.
Yeah, we did the song called Beat That Bitch with the actual beat.
I love that one mixtape album you guys put out that has like all the fucking
long time ago.
You gotta like dig in deep for that. That's like on isolatedbeings.com type shit.
Well, y'all definitely fuck with me on the track because like if y'all, you know, there's a lot of people that come and they bring their you know their regional style to my shit, and that's cool. But like I like it when I can work with an artist that gets the sound that I do and
we adapt to what you want to do. You know what I mean? If you want us to do horrorcore, you want us to do gangster rap, we're willing to mix it up.
And you gotta figure.
By the way, I just got a 10% on my phone, so if I bounce out on y'all,
no, you
good. I'm at 9%. I'm at 9% my damn self. I get it.
So if I just pop off,
link us though, because I ain't got social media no more. So like Bartle will have to, I guess, mediate how we can get in contact. You know, somehow.
Holler at the Beef Tiger over there. He'll put you in the right direction.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bet that.
It's boss time.
That's what Beef Tiger do. Actually, that's what Beef Tiger would like to do in the future is, you know, make these connections. And
you already are though. Like you've actually made a lot of connections.
Well, I know that, but I want to like eventually have the money to like, you know, put on shows and do mixtape albums.
Mixtapes.
Like, shout out to fucking MacGruber for doing that shit right now, where he started up his own fucking label. I don't want to go that far, but like Ghost of the Underground was fresh, and I want to do something along that line, but like Beef Tiger style. I'll probably call it like.
All right, saying you could be like the DJ Khaled of the fucking like horrorcore scene, dog. Like,
you know, it's something I'd like to do. But
and another one.
Money's
that's more intrinsic, I guess. Intrinsic already kind of claimed that back in the early 2000s or whatever.
Yeah, he put his stamp of approval on everything.
Underground hustle.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't doing nothing. You ain't getting a track from Twisted without hearing from him.
Well, he's doing the fucking the I guess the booking for the openers for the Shaggy 2 Dope shit right now. Like he hit me
up. He wants
up.
his cut too.
Yeah, he hit me up like, you want to buy on? I'm like, bro, that's way too much money. Like, I'm not.
At least they're not doing the fucking auction bullshit again. That they did for fucking
must not have worked out.
Jug Ohio or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
They're like, we're gonna fucking auction off these spots.
I heard a lot of complaints about that.
Well, I mean, how do you keep it fair, man? How do you keep it honest?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's
hell yeah, man. Y'all better pick that shit up, man.
That's a sexy picture. I thought it was a vinyl at first. I'm like, bro, you guys are going all out.
Yeah.
Cassettes.
I got a bunch of bunch of pictures of all my albums I plan on eventually posting on the wall kind of shit.
Got any fresh merch that's gonna make an appearance on Saturday?
Just
yeah.
School.
Just that CD? Hell yeah. Are you guys gonna be
we got shirts,
merch,
stickers, lighters.
Hell yeah.
That's fresh. Give your money to Ruthless Rob and Two Face.
I'm about to spend some money on some 8x10s and some paint pens.
Hell yeah, bro.
Go like an old school wrestler.
I want one. I'd put it right there behind me.
Oh yeah.
Shit. But you know, your guys' phones are all dying. It's been almost 2.5 hours. So
it was a good chat.
Man, it's been a good show. I love you guys are always welcome back. You know that. We're booking a fast for some reason. I said I wasn't gonna do an interview every fucking week, but it's slowly turning into that again. Not to complain too much because I love having people on, especially y'all, you know. And next week we got Knowledge coming back. coming on for the first time next week. I'm super excited for that.
Shout out to Knowledge.
We already have people in April coming on. I'm gonna wait to announce those. But fucking check out.
I'm just saying, yo, I got a TV right there. We could.
Hell yeah.
Couple weeks, Demonic Toys, watch along.
Oh, we were talking about
shit.
I forgot. I was talking about that. So I used to do something on this show called horrible horror review, where I literally went through Vudu and sorted by lowest rating, and then started picking out interesting ass fucking terrible movies, and I put them on a fucking spinning wheel. And every week we'd spin one, I'd watch it, and I'd fucking talk about it. I need to bring that back, but I even made like a fresh.
Let's do it.
I even have a fresh intro for it, which looks. I'm gonna run it real quick. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see that, but everybody else could.
Yeah, I saw it.
I saw something.
Hell yeah. But that was like the gimmick, was talking about shitty fucking horror movies.
We could always do. We could start out small. Do Doll Man versus Demonic Toys. That's a 60-minute movie.
Oh yeah, I know.
I guess for me it was a little different because like I was in a Discord, so like I heard y'all already. Like it was just common for y'all to fucking talk about just shitty.
We were always watching shitty movies. Me and the homie Bash were trying to do that with the second channel because we watched Bugbuster. And then we didn't watch anything after Bugbuster. Which, if you haven't seen Bugbuster, fucking Randy Quaid is
Randy Quaid. I like Randy Quaid.
That's all I needed was fucking Randy Quaid was in it.
I'll never forget the disturbing ass movie that fucking Kiefer showed me. Oh my fucking god!
Every time you say Kiefer, I'm like, you know Kiefer Sutherland?
No, 482, the homie 482.
He's on my list of actors I'd love to fucking
8x10s.
Yeah. Like I've had pictures of several horror icons. I would love to get one with Kiefer Sutherland. And I mean, I think
ain't no autograph on here, but you know.
Did Donald pass? Because I would love
Sutherland.
Yeah,
maybe.
Because he's no hate to Kiefer, but fucking Donald Sutherland is a fucking goat when it comes to horror. I think my prized one is Alex Vincent because I'm a huge Child's Play fan. So I had to get a picture with Alex Vincent.
I got Alex Vincent picture. I got his autograph and shit. Yeah. Alex Vincent, he's a real short motherfucker, man.
He's a down to earth dude, though, man.
He had a nail shirt on when I saw him.
Yeah. So Alex Vincent, I have a picture with Tom Savini, PJ Souls, because I love shitty horror movies.
Keeper right here.
Hell yeah, that one I'm jealous.
Hell yeah.
I'm not gonna get.
He was such a cool dude.
I go to this place in Gettysburg. It's been 4 or 5 years now. It's called Creature Feature Weekend. This year they have a whole bunch of fucking dope. I might make a short little video about
how close are you to Monster Mania? How close are you to that?
About this like couple hours, but it's
Two-Face. You don't even know. Listen, Two-Face. I'm about to drop some knowledge on Two-Face right now. Monster Mania is going to be in Baltimore this year.
Is it? Don't they have like multiples per year? Like they have. I know they usually do one in Jersey.
Yeah, Jersey. Their merch.
They're having one in downtown Baltimore this year.
Hell yeah!
So that's like y'all's East Coast horror convention.
Yeah, it's usually in Jersey, but they're having one in Baltimore this year. I'm like, fuck, I might take off all 3 fucking days and go all 3 of them.
I've been hyping. If you guys get a chance, it's in early April. It's called Creature Feature. It's right there in Gettysburg. It's smaller, but it's dope. It's more dope that it's small because you get more time with the actors and shit.
Right.
Like, they'll just be walking around. I rode the first time I went. I rode the elevator with Joe Bob.
Damn.
Joe Bob Briggs.
Yeah, I rode in the elevator.
I love that dude. I want to get a table eventually, like me and Rob, and he can do all of his little paintings, and we can just post there, sell Isolated Beingz merch, and sell some of his paintings.
I'm not gonna lie. The first year I went with my bookstore. We went as vendors, And this year when they announced vendors went up,
Yeah.
I was like, bro, I wish I had the money because I would just open a spot for the podcast, and then I would hit up all the artists and be like, bro, you got copies of CDs you want me to fuck it, and I would just like promote the guys that I want to promote.
And I know you're introverted, but you might be able to get some like, some top tier actors that are just got some free time or whatever.
Oh
that
shit.
shit would be dope too.
My phone went to the dark screen.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna bounce y'all. It's dope meeting y'all and great conversation and love being on here.
Appreciate it, man.
But
we'll stay in touch through the homie.
I think the selling point for future feature weekend is it's in a hotel. They have like the whole fucking half of the hotel blocked off. But then there's like a long stretch of grass that like their own private driveway, and across it is a little movie theater. And they actually show fucking movies the whole time. And they do live commentary with actors and directors and shit. I saw Frankenhooker with the cast. I saw Nightmare on Elm Street 2, which is the best one, with the cast. I know I'm just being a clown.
Number 3.
Nah, 2.
Number 3.
I hates it.
3 more years.
We're not talking Halloween. Halloween 3 is the best. Anyway. But I saw Velocipaster with the fucking cast, and the commentary for that you're never gonna get that unless you were there,
Right.
So like that's the biggest selling point is like the fucking live commentary shows, and they had Tim Capello playing fucking saxophone with the shirt off from Lost Boys, and like
I still believe.
Right. It's just that
I still believe.
It's a fun time. So if anybody's early April, it's in Gettysburg. I'll post shit about it on my Facebook if anybody is interested. Anyway, I feel like we've gotten off task here. Like I was saying, it's been a dope fucking show, guys. You're always welcome back. Any last words you want to leave the people with?
The Ledford Tape, man. Come fucking check us out on Saturday if you're in the Baltimore area. Come party with us. Come fucking get your wicked on. You know what I'm saying? Fucking come cop the album. If not, if you can't make it, go stream the album. Go check out our videos. You know what I'm saying? Go stream the album. Fucking do all that good shit. Isolated Beingz with a Z. You know what I'm saying? It's just check it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta have that Z instead of the S.
I do it so many times. I have to go back and fix it. So many fucking times.
It's because we were raised in that era where everything's Hardy Boys.
Yeah, we put the Z on there to add that little zing. You know what I'm saying?
For a little while there too, I would put a Z in the first S, and I'm like, wait, that doesn't look right either.
It don't look right. Yeah.
But hell yeah.
But I really must say, I've been a solo artist for a long time too, but once I got down with Isolated Beingz and me and Two-Face got Isolated Beingz going, man, it's really felt like, you know what I'm saying, like it's my niche as far as horrorcore goes, because as far as Ruthless Rob goes, I'm a little bit of everywhere on that one. I can admit that, you know what I mean? But like I said, fucking Isolated Beingz is just straight raw wicked shit. If you want some wicked shit, if that's what the fuck you're looking for, that's what you're gonna get when you fuck with Isolated Beingz. Nothing more, nothing less. You're gonna get fucking wicked shit, fucking penetrating your ear holes. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that's gonna be a soundbite. That's gonna be a clip for sure. But guys, thank you for coming on. I'm bummed out I'm not gonna see you on Saturday, but all the love from the Beef Tiger. I hope you guys have a great show. Everybody who's headlining, Name Money Bloodlust, if you're watching, I fucking love you guys.
Yeah, real quick, it's 4:20 p.m. Saturday, March 16th at Shamrock Inn in Baltimore, Maryland.
Throw the flyer up again.
And then isolatedbeingz.com if you want to purchase the Ledford Tape, and then it's on all the platforms. So please, I appreciate you, Bartleboss. I appreciate you hooking us up, and we had a really good time today. I feel like,
hell yeah,
it was a great time.
I feel like
I'll see you when the horror movie starts. You know what I'm saying?
Shit. You guys want to do it? We'll figure out a time. We'll fucking do it.
I'm definitely down.
We'll put it on
I'll
this
pop
channel.
in.
Fuck it.
Hell yeah.
Anybody else want to do a series where we watch horror movies?
Put Ecto Joe and everybody on that bitch too.
Hit me up. Also, much love to Killer Society. Guys, I hope you
Hell
kill
yeah.
it. Nihilistic. I'm sure I'm missing people. Old Man West and Gunsmoke. Grim Smiles. Love to all you guys. I hope y'all kill it.
Shout out to Twist Flavor.
And we're going to play everybody out tonight. We're going to fade to black with our guests next week. We got a song from Knowledge. So we're going to play everybody out. What's the song? I fucking lost it. With Awkward Silence. With Adrenaline Rush. That's how we're going to end it tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Oh shit. Look at this. I've been cursed. Like the things that I go through in life on this earth couldn't get any worse since birth. In Eminem's words, I just blurt this berserk and bizarre shit that works. Disperse. Before you start to get served what you martyrs deserve, get murked. And know for sure, if your eyes are really windows to your soul, it's curtains. So close the drapes, best to be certain, no mistakes. Slow your pace, if they know your face, then it's nowhere safe till they close the case. You know I pace till my path is a groove. Rapping is all I have passion to do. Everyone wanna start capping, but pick the right battles before something happens to you. I'm cruising with that tool on my lap, adrenaline rushing. Who's talking smack cause your music's trash? If your dudes weren't whack, then you probably would know where some pussy is at. Ooh, that's facts. Who keeps it real and rap smoother than that? Don't get it twisted, you know that I'm shitting on everyone. I'm the Grand Duke of this craft. I gets it in right, 2 quick verses and spit them in cursive. This is a purge from a lyrical wordsmith. Competition is nervous, and that's just the tip of the bird, bitch. Not your typical bird shit. So you don't need to like or respect what I do, but the rest of the world is. Come check what I do, it's special. My dude just get checks like a swoosh. Since you wanna sleep on the skills, I kill the rest soon as I step in the booth. It's a definite who's next, let's see a true test. I spit hot like Mexican food, yes. Don't step to the dude unless you fools are ready to be left with a huge mess. It's awful and awesome all at the same time. Thanos with 6 stones. Those who avenge or assembled against me could never manage a win though. And I don't even brandish a big gold gauntlet, flaunt it all on my wrist. So whole time I'm talking my shit, bro. That's probably why I'm always dropping these gems for overnight celeb. You know why the mic is dead and it isn't the batteries. Got you throwing rice and bread, but I wife them never, so these bitches stay mad at me. Shit's a calamity, and these bammers who think they can spit with me candidly get hit open-handedly. If it gets out of hand, then I handle them handily. Crushed. When you fucking with us and I turn you to dust, if you come to stop me, better come kamikaze. Swerve at me tough and I'm serving you up. Wanna take it further, what's up? Funny, I never heard of you fucks. Just know that when I'm in the booth, you can trust I'ma crush it and murder's a must. Rush.